Hey y'all, hey. Hey, Mr. Terry. What's up, my brother, my Cuddy? What's going on, Cuddy? How you doing this evening? How are you? Once again, welcome to Keeping It Cute with Miss Mel. Welcome in to my Cuddies and my cuties. How y'all doing? Y'all know I'm coming, and I'm about to bring the stories, baby. We got something that we really should be marveling at. You know what I mean? Let's get it cracking. Seriously. So I'm gonna give it probably maybe a minute or two, um, and just chill with y'all and see who come through. If not, y'all know I'm gonna keep it pushing, baby, and I'm gonna continue on with the content. And it is what it is. When folks fall through, they fall through. If they don't, they always can catch the replay because it will be up and popping. Trust and believe it. At this moment, what I'm doing right now, is basically I'm just I washed my hair and stuff last night, and I just got done blow drying it. So I'm about to while I'm doing this content, I'll be um straightening out my hair and everything, and prepare to try to do something with it at this point, and then start cleaning up and start getting dinner prepared. But yes, it's always good to see everybody. Thank you for joining the podcast. Y'all, please hit the like button, subscribe if you already is not subscribed. Share the live as well. Let's reach out to other people so people can understand what's really going on in this world and get themselves educated as well and be enlightened about the things that's actually going on in this world, and we're gonna go from there. So I'm gonna give it probably about 50 more seconds, and then I'm gonna get started. So let me go ahead and prepare to share my screen, and we're gonna get going. So today we are going to talk about the Ziyahharris missing person case. It's actually still going on. I believe that she's a 13-year-old girl. She went missing back in January of this year, and they're literally still looking for her to this day. She is from Detroit. She um, was on her way home from school, and from that point, I believe that she was walking down, the block, her typical route, and she had became missing from that point. And people are still looking for her, in that area. Such a beautiful young lady. So I'm with her case. Her hello, Mama Three. Hey, baby. What's up, cutie? With Naziah Harris case, um, they have a lot of speculations, when it comes down to her case. So I will be going from um um content from YouTube that I've researched about, and also things that was said on TikTok as well. I mean, it's so many people involved up in this case with Naziah Harris. I mean, even use. I mean, when I say a lot of people, I'm talking about as far as psychics, mediums, and everything. Like they really is on top of it, trying to, find this baby. Seriously. So we're gonna um we're gonna get into it, and if anybody was to ever come across anything, if you live in the Detroit area or whatever, or know anybody that's in the Detroit area, and is familiar with the Naziah Harris case or whatever, please contact authorities, and so we can bring this baby home safely to her family. Also, we are also going to discuss the Ayanna Sawyer story. Um, that story can actually be a little triggering to people. I'm not too sure, but it's also a true story. The basics of that story is based off um a family member actually SN um two of his nieces, so it's crazy, as far as the manipulation and everything else. I mean, it's crazy, y'all. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get into it. I see that other folks probably is getting ready to start going live and stuff like that, but that has nothing to do with anything. Hey, my Brit. Hey, my cutie. So let me go ahead and share the first one we're going to talk about, which is Naziah. Sorry. Naziah Harris. We're going to start with her first. Let's go ahead and do this. Give y'all some insight. Okay. This is the wrong screen, but I'll go ahead and just read this off to y'all. So this is actually an update. I was going to do this a little bit later, within the content, but they do have somebody in custody, which actually is supposed to be a registered sex offender. But we'll come back to that. We will come back to that. Let me get back into that. I think I'm gonna start with the TikToks first. Yes, 13 years old. Definitely 13 years old. Like it's been going on since January. Like I thought they would have at least found the baby by now, or something, but they are currently still looking for her. But I've also heard that as far as what updates, eventually after some time when they start getting close to a year, the police and stuff like that, they pretty much start slowing down on the search, like seriously, and it's becoming a really really sad situation. So I really don't want to make any type of accusations about it, or stuff like that. But it's also been said that the baby that it's a possibility that is somebody that the family knows and that she probably know as well, so it's really a lot going on with this case. Hey, Cancer. Hey, my sis. Look at all the cuties coming in. We got a Cuddy up in here and we got the cuties coming through. Yes, indeed. So yeah, we about to get ready and get started. And as I'm doing this, I'm going to be doing my hair at the same time. So I'm gonna start off with just a smaller introduction of it first, and then we'll get into the story that they did have available on YouTube, and then I will have to switch over to TikTok for other updates. So let's get it started right now. I'm gonna have to see. All right, so let me go ahead and share my screen again. Yeah, I'm just getting started. Cancer. You ain't miss anything. I just did a smaller introduction or whatever, and I'm getting ready to share the screen for the first story, which is Naziah Harris. She's a 13-year-old girl who went missing back in January, officially January 9th. She had just came from, she was on her way home from school, and she was abducted throughout that time. And they are still currently looking for her. All right, so here we go. Let's get it started, y'all.
May be closing in on a suspect in the case of missing 13-year-old Ziyahharris.
13-year-old disappeared. It was back in January, and then Detroit's top cop is now vowing that this case has not gone cold. Meantime, we have learned that Ziya's father has passed away. Jacqueline Francis is talking with a close friend of the family about where things stand tonight. Jacqueline?
Karen, as we told you yesterday, a warrant request has been submitted to the county prosecutor's office. Now, police can't say who they're looking into, but they did say to expect an update soon.
Yeah, so she was a fun-loving girl. They got a lot of time to spend time together. He always talked about ice cream trucks and her riding a bike. And
when Ziyahharris went missing in January, it just so happened her dad's longtime friend, Tamara Smith, was on the board of police commissioners. Last month, Ziya's dad died from heart failure.
He was already sick, but this took him over the edge. With all the might in his body, he was out every day searching, looking, doing as much as he could to bring awareness and to bring his baby home.
Just weeks after her dad's death, Police Chief James White says they're closing in on a lead.
We are prepared very soon to make an announcement on this case.
13-year-old Ziya was last seen in January, getting off the school bus in the area of Cornwall Street and 3 Mile Drive on Detroit's east side. Since then, there have been multiple police searches, but no trace of the young teen who police believe is dead.
What I can tell you is that it's not going to be the desired outcome that any of us want. And I have to stop there. As Madam Prosecutor will probably start ringing my phone here in a minute.
As police inch closer to closing this case, Smith is urging the public to be patient, especially those taking matters into their own hands, conducting unauthorized searches of their own.
I would not say that you should be going in vacant houses and trespassing and making things worse, because you don't want to compromise the integrity of the case.
So right now, the prosecutor's office is looking over that warrant request. If they choose to authorize it, we could know a whole lot more very soon. We'll stay on it. Reporting live from Detroit Police Headquarters, Jacqueline Francis, Local 4.
All right, it's been such a heartache for the family. We so hope that soon is sooner than later. All right, thank you, Jacqueline.
It's one of the most disturbing cases we've seen at court TV. This man, Sean Finnegan, along with his much younger fiancée, Rebecca Dishman, abducted a young woman named Jennifer Paxton. It was just another seemingly normal day for 13-year-old Ziyahharris. She went to school, spent time with her friends, went to class, and then got on the bus to go home. But when Ziya stepped off that school bus in East Detroit in January, it would be the last time anyone remembers seeing her. Ziya vanished. Where did she go? Who was with her? These are questions that are still haunting her family, and questions her father never got answered, as he has since passed away. But now, new developments in this case. Police appear to be zeroing in on a known local sex offender who is currently in custody. Is this the big break? And will it lead to an answer to the question everyone is asking? Where is Ziya?
I'm Benny Politan. Thank you so much for joining us tonight here on Closing Arguments. You know, the world's changed a lot in the last 30 years or so, where there's a lot more knowledge about who's in our neighborhood. There's sex offender registries and et cetera. So when there's a sex offender in your neighborhood, if you're a parent, you're concerned. You want to know who's in your neighborhood. You want to keep an eye on them. And if you know there's someone there who has committed these types of offenses against children, you absolutely want to keep an eye on them. And you worry. You worry a lot. But what can you do? What can you do? I mean, you can tell the police, but the police can't do anything until the offender does something against the law. And that's, you know, I look at sex offenders, and I've always said this, that they don't get better, they get worse. Like their conduct doesn't improve with time, it gets worse through time. Mm-hmm. It becomes more and more extreme, more and more dangerous. And that's the frustration I think a lot of us feel. Because for a lot of these offenses, especially the first few, they do time and they get out. They get out, but what are you going to do? What can you do? Now, there was concern in the community in East Detroit about a particular man, and everyone was kind of keeping an eye on him and was talking about him. And there were worries because they knew his history and they knew who he was and what he was doing. And it was problematic, really problematic and worrisome, obviously, for any parent, any grandparent, and for children if they happen to know. Now, in that neighborhood, 13-year-old girl went missing in January. Ziyahharris is her name. Just coming home from school, stepping off a school bus and then seemingly vanishing. We know children don't just vanish, something happens to them. And she was the type of kid who wouldn't just wander away. If she's going to go somewhere, she's responsible, she would tell someone. But there was no communication, so everyone suspected something was really, really wrong. And that's turned out to be very, very true, because here we are, and she still has not been found. But there are new developments in her case that we want to talk about tonight. Kimberly Craig from Scripps News Detroit has the latest. And I think you look at this case, that the family has a realistic approach after all this time. So it's really a search for a sense of justice and answers and what happened, but they may be closer. Let's take a listen.
Please don't cry. I want to tell you something. I am very tired and very afraid. Today, a lot of people killed in Mawasi Khan Yunis. And this is the area where we live with my family. This is not a safe place. I don't know where we should go and what should we do. Please.
So this is not her family.
I want to live in safe place as any people in the world. Only you.
The man who could soon be charged in the disappearance of 13-year-old Ziyahharris is in his 40s, and he's already been charged with the sexual assault of a 7-year-old girl.
Now to find out that with his history, that he's been doing this all of these years to God knows how many other children.
It's been far too long, and, we're ready for some convictions.
There's some of Ziyahharris's loved ones who for months have been holding out hope that she'd be found alive, but that hope for a safe return has changed into something they also fear.
Naziah wasn't the type of young lady to just stay gone without making any contact with anyone. So that did it for me.
They said it was a recovery from day one.
The man believed to be at the center of the 13-year-old's disappearance is on the sex offender registry after being convicted of a sex crime against a child in 2005. And in March, after Naziah went missing, another teenage girl came forward to say the same man began to sexually assault her in 2015 when she was just 7 years old.
He basically came home from prison, and it seems like went right back to his same old activities.
Sadly, Naziah's father, who'd been battling health issues, recently died without ever finding out what investigators believe happened to his little girl. Details the rest of her family now waiting to hear, particularly Jernell and Kawana, who say for years they've been trying to raise the alarm on the man who is now at the center of the case.
We have been adamant about not just letting the family know, but Child Protective Services know way before Neziah came up missing.
During this whole time, I found out there were 2 other CPS cases naming him in several incidences related to children, other than the one that I reported.
We just need closure. We absolutely need closure.
In Detroit, Kimberly Craig, 7 News Detroit.
That's got to get you angry, frustrated. That they're watching it happen like in real time. We know that this man is a problem. He's a problem. And now, still searching for Neziah. Let's bring in our guest joining us tonight. In Detroit, Michigan, Neziah Harris's cousin Roxy is with us. Also joining us, clinical and forensic neuropsychologist and author of the book, The New Rules of Attachment, Dr. Judy Ho is with us. Thank you both. Roxy, how's the family doing, and what's on the mind of the family now with this new development?
It's something that we were hoping that it wasn't the case. However, we're all dealing with it the best way that we can right now.
Was there any, and we don't have to name any names here, right? Because no one's been charged yet officially. But the person everyone's talking about, zeroing in on, that seems to be the focus of all of this. Was there any connection to the family? Any connection to Neziah?
As far as what?
Did she know him? Did anyone in the family know this guy? Was he like in the neighborhood? What was there any sort of relationship or connection with the family or with Neziah?
Yes, he was around Neziah frequently, from what I know, with her aunt. It was her, this person of interest was her aunt that she was staying with at the time, boyfriend.
And how much of the history of this man did people know about prior to Neziah vanishing?
I believe it was pretty public. His history is pretty public, considering the fact that he's a registered sex offender. So you can just type in his name and he'll pop up. I believe he also did some prison time for the same thing. So it pretty much seems like he went to prison for it, got out of prison for it, and turned around and did the same thing.
Dr. Judy Ho, I opened tonight.
Welcome, y'all. Welcome, Tangela. Hey, babes. Welcome in. This is why I wanted to pause it, because it has been a lot of say-so. And so I'm actually viewing this for the very first time along with you all. But it just, it just regulated to me that this is why people, and I have been seeing comments of other folks suspecting that the family, may have, or somebody in the family may have something to do with it, not necessarily, to harm the baby or anything like that. But as far as like the family having, to actually know who this guy is. So now I see and hear for myself why people are saying that, that somebody in the family has something to do with this little girl's disappearance. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish starting it.
Right, talking about my perspective.
So it was actually some type of dealing with her auntie, with that baby's auntie, and it was somebody that she was dealing with at some point. So this can actually be a personal matter.
And my perspective is from following cases and being a prosecutor and seeing the rap sheets. And for what I've seen from my end is that people like this tend to get worse, not better. There's like putting them in jail doesn't do anything. They just get out and the conduct continues and it gets more risky, more extreme, more dangerous.
That's right, Vinny. And it's so sad because you want to have hope in the human condition, right? And I think that there's a small proportion of people who can truly be recidivated, who truly say, yes, I want to heal. I want to be a better person. But for the most part, individuals with these types of rap sheets, what's protective of society is essentially keeping them away from society. And so oftentimes these individuals, they should not get early release. They may not respond to treatment programs, and they may not care enough to stop themselves, even if there's a part of them that knows what they're doing is wrong.
Yeah, sex offenders, I've seen it so many times. Roxy, let's talk about the search for Neziah. What's the latest there? What's the status? I know the family was really involved. I know trying to get the community involved, and there was a lot of response. I know there were Facebook Lives that the family was doing from time to time during some of these searches as well. How is that going right now?
Right now, the searches have ceased due to the police asking for us to stop at this moment because they have all of the supporting evidence that they need to convict the person that is responsible. So right now, we're just waiting for the Detroit Police Department to go ahead and make their announcement so that we can give Neziah the justice that she deserves.
And has this given the family a sense of hope? I know it's a loss that I never use the C word, closure. I never use that. I say an opportunity to maybe turn a page. Do you feel like there's a little bit of light now where you'll get it?
And I'm going to stop it right there. We're going to get back to it. But before she even answered, I mean, I already see it in their face, y'all. Mind y'all, they still haven't found this baby body. I don't think that they still have not found her at all. They have not had a home going or anything for this baby. So she's still literally missing, even though they have him, but she's still missing.
A sense of justice, Roxy.
A little bit of light at the end of the tunnel. However, because we're waiting on the announcement, it's kind of like being on pins and needles because we've been waiting for so long. So we want answers. However, we do understand that it takes time. But, you know, as her family who's been searching for her diligently and providing the police with as much information as we can, you know, we just want we want answers, you know, at this point. So obviously, we have to be a little bit more patient, and that's what we're doing right now. And we just can't, you know, wait to get Neziah that justice that, you know, like I said earlier, that she deserves.
Dr. Judy Ho, 13 years old is such a, I mean, it's a difficult age. It's difficult to navigate through, but you look at that smile, and you know, adults taking advantage and manipulating people who are in this mindset, these sex offenders. They just have a way of saying what they need to say to get their victims where they need to get them so they can do what these people do.
That's right, Vinny. And especially those who prey on minors. This is an age, even as a 13-year-old, yes, you're developing more independence, but you're still in that mode where you trust the adults around you. You expect them to lead you. You follow directions, right? You're not quite at the age where you're questioning adults, being suspicious of them. You know, that's not really the age that Neziah is at. And I think that these predators, they take advantage of this time frame in a young child and a young teen's life where they can still exact that influence. And oftentimes these teens, they're thinking that they're in the company of a trusted person, that this person has their best interest in mind. And that, as usual, is not the case with sex predators.
I want to take a listen to a statement, and it was during an interview. Mervyn Jennings, Naziah's father, who has passed away since. I think this took a toll on him as well. A lot of tragedy in his life, but I want to take a listen to him talking about his child.
I go out every day. We pass out the flyers. I read the comments. I look at this. I look at that. It's a lot. But she was a beautiful child. Just
rest in peace to Naziah's father. He recently passed away throughout the duration of the search of his daughter. Rest in peace.
Just a beautiful child.
Roxy, that is so incredibly heartbreaking, and so much tragedy in the family.
Yeah, it's I will tell you that it's almost like it gets heavier by the week. It gets heavier by the week with trying to follow tips and leads, and you coming up empty-handed. So it's a little bit of a sense of relief to hear that the police have what they need. But we're still, on edge. We're still on pins and needles so that we can give Naziah the proper homecoming, and we can grieve and move forward.
Dr. Judy Ho, I wanted to follow up on that for the family. What's your best advice for getting through these moments? And if we get to the point where there's an arrest and there are charges, the next phase of all this begins as well.
Yes. And Vinny, I think that the most important thing is that the family stay together. They continue to reach out to one another for support, that they don't isolate, because sometimes it gets so heavy that you don't want to talk about it and you don't want to connect, but you don't have to always be talking about it when you get together. It's really just for that feeling of you're not alone. We're all in this, and we're honoring this person that we love, and we're hoping for the best and doing everything that we can. And when they do hopefully get to a point of getting answers and getting a conviction, I think it's most important of all that they spend that time not so much in anger and frustration. Of course, that's going to be the emotions that are there, but more that there's finally some peace in getting whatever answers you're going to get, and really being able to balance all of these negatives with some positive emotions as well about the situation as much as it is possible, because it can be so grueling, and vicarious trauma is a real thing. Hearing horrible things happen to a family member, it really weighs heavily on the mind and the heart. And so I just wish this family and you, Roxy, and everybody that loves Naziah the very best during this process.
And Roxy,
thank you.
Roxy, before we go, I don't know if you have a memory or something you could say about Naziah that might make you smile a little bit as you remember her?
I remember her just being a loving, caring little girl. From the last time that I seen her, she was. She was young. I didn't see her when she was 13, but I seen her when she was maybe, I think, like 2 or 3 years old. So for me, it hits me a little differently because I still see her as that. And to hear something as tragic as this, it's just an unfortunate situation, and but we're here, and we're trying our best to get through it.
Well, Roxy, our thoughts are with you and the entire family. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll continue to obviously stay on this story to see that justice is gotten for Naziah and your entire family, because it's deserved. Thank you so much. Dr. Judy Ho, thank you for your insight and your compassion as well. When we come back, we'll bring in our think tank. We'll take a look at this story and how it's going to progress in our system of justice. And why hasn't there been an arrest or charges quite yet? Plus, coming up next hour.
Tonight on Vinnie Politan Investigates the Sexual.
Okay, y'all. So I'm going to stop sharing this. And we're going to go into TikTok. Let me get back to y'all first. The family needs some answers. Absolutely, they do. Like, seriously, like, they will never, completely heal until this baby is found. They still have not found this baby. They got this man and everything, but at the same time, like, where is the baby? Where is she? So it's been alleged on different platforms that the baby is like, still alive and stuff like that. So we just gonna hear out of a couple of things, and then you have a couple of updates from the cousin that we just got done watching. We have a couple of updates from her as well. So, and then even the family, like I said, they have spoken to mediums and psychics, to try to get some type of lead to see where she actually is, to try to get them some type of lead to where they could be looking, do their own search for the 13-year-old. I also have a video on her as well. So let me share my screen, and then we're gonna head and get this started with that. Let me share my screen with TikTok. Yeah, that's her cousin, Cancer. That's her cousin. All right. So this video right here is, there was some folks that was walking past and they actually heard screams. Now, allegedly, it has been said that once this video came out, and people had started, it went viral and everything, and people had started looking within this area, that whoever abducted her, they moved her from this particular area. So we're going to watch this video, and then we're going to watch the other one, and then we're going to go up into the video of the cousin giving updates, and then the actual medium, the medium psychic or whatever that actually gave the family a lead to where she felt that the baby was still at, and she was letting them know like she's still alive and stuff like that. So it's been a couple of tarot readers and stuff like that that's been feeling like this baby is still alive, but saying that she's not gonna be alive too much longer, that everybody needs to hurry up and find her. So here we go. This is the first one. Let me know if y'all can hear it or not, because it is kind of low. And I actually had to listen to this video probably about a few times before I did hear someone actually screaming like in the background.
She said she's right here. I hear the scream. She's in the basement. She in the basement. She said, I'm right here in the basement. I don't know. Right here. She said, I'm right here in the basement. I'm here now. I'm in the basement.
Okay, this one is kind of low. So let me go to the other one. Maybe it'll be a little louder, because I barely hear it myself.
Don't be alarmed. Don't be alarmed. Don't be alarmed. That's what I said. Don't be alarmed. I'm looking for my cousin that's missing. She a 13-year-old girl. And somebody told me that she might be in this area. So I'm not trying to scare y'all. I'm just looking for my cousin. Ziyahharris. Thank you very much.
On January 9th, 2024, 13-year-old Ziyahharris stepped off a school bus at the intersection of 3 Mile and Cornwall. She never made it home that day. Nazia was a student at J.E. Clark Preparatory Academy, and there have been no leads in her disappearance. Nazia is described as 5 feet 2 inches tall, weighing 130 pounds. She was last seen wearing a light blue jean shirt, light blue jean pants, a pink and white Rugrats coat with a fur collar, and blue and white Nike gym shoes. For several months, her family and the police have been searching for her, raising awareness through social media. This is when things took a spooky turn. During a search, a friend of a family member who had been asked to help with the case discovered a sneaker and reported it to the police. The shoe was handed over to the authorities for DNA testing, and they began to wait for the test results. Fast forward to now, it has been confirmed that the sneaker indeed belonged to Nazia.
Situation about some shoes that came about, right? Well, there was an investigation going on by a church. Remember, there was like 9 different precincts investigating by the church. Well, I was live on the scene that day, and there was a lot of information being said on my live. They told me to shut my live down and go live somewhere else, right? Because the information being shut, right? So I went live. The somewhere else was across the street. Me and Roxy went live, and we found a pair of shoes, right? So we went live on a pair of shoes, and then the police called me back and said, "Hey, well, where are those shoes at? What's going on with the shoes?" I said, "Well, we're right across the street." So they said, "Where are you at?" So we waited there for an hour, waiting for them to pull up. They didn't show up. Long story short, they went and recovered the shoes, and I found out, I got intel about 2.5 months later that they did an investigation on the shoes, a DNA test on the sweat, and they found out that those were actually her shoes after they did a DNA test on the sweat from the shoes, right? So there's a lot of things that are probably going to connect the dots.
A video began going viral on TikTok, showing a group of teenage boys searching for Nazia. As they walked, calling out her name, a female voice suddenly responded.
It's a pedophile.
Better go look around.
She said she's right here.
Better go look around.
She said she's right here. Ain't hear the scream? She in the basement. She in the basement. She said, "I'm right here in the basement." Oh no, right here. She said, "I'm right here in the basement. I'm here now."
You can clearly hear someone asking for help in the video, but it was later debunked by a friend of the family.
They walked past the house where there was apparently other teenagers in the house.
So as y'all heard and as y'all seen, for the ones that did not hear, you always can go on TikTok and just type in her name, and whenever you get some time or whatever, you can go and listen for yourself. I did hear it. It took me probably about 2 or 3 times for me to actually hear it clearly, because it's like a little echo in the background that you can, you will be able to hear a voice. But the thing is with that is that they called the police. The family members went and, they went and tried to go search it and everything or whatever. And the police was not able to actually go and into the house. They told them that they could not trespass into that house at that time. So when all of this stuff went viral, of course, the abductor decides to move her. So she's not even there, within that area like that even anymore. So this right here, I'm going to start with this is the the medium. She don't call herself a tarot reader. She call herself a medium. So she actually have gave clues to the family, and the family has took her word on things as far as where to go look for her and stuff like that. So we're gonna hear her out real quick.
Hey y'all. So somebody told me that Roxy is live, so I got some information to share with y'all. They need to hurry up. They do not have much time. And somebody also messaged me and said that they had some info because they do not have much time, but I didn't get to reach out to them. I've channeled Nazaya some more. Somebody told me that Roxy is live. A lady said they moved her. They have moved her. So somebody just said that a lady told Roxy that they moved Nazaya yesterday. So, okay. So the lady is right, and it makes sense now because I couldn't understand something when I channeled Nazaya. Nazaya doesn't know where she's at now. They don't have time, but I will tell y'all. So they need to hurry up because I hear construction. She's like at a construction site that's either dump truck or something of that nature. They don't have time. I heard it as plain as day. It was so loud. And when I channeled Nazaya, when I did a deep channeling, she can't pinpoint. That's because they moved her. They did. The lady's telling the truth. Around 3. So somebody also messaged me and said that they had some information. They were saying that they don't have much time, and that but I hadn't got back to the person. But the lady is not lying. And I heard construction very, very loud. It was so loud that when I channeled her, I had to get myself out of the trance because I felt like I was there, like it was in my area, in my space. That's how like clear it was. Because I was begging her to like show me where she was. Y'all can't hear me, huh? And also, there's some people of interest. I found out who Nay is, but I don't want to say it on here. But I am talking to somebody else and then finding some things. I found out who Nay is, and it's leading to some people that Nazaya had showed me. Yeah, I'm trying. I gotta tap in some more, y'all, so I can kind of get it. It came out. I gotta kind of see where it's at. Okay, can y'all hear me or y'all can't? I'm about to stop. I'm about to be able to stop. I have spoke privately to people. I have. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. I am speaking privately to people. I'm not going to give like no names. So I'm just letting you know that I have found out some more things, but also that Nazaya wasn't able to tell me because they did move her. Who said that it's all starting to seem like a scam to me? Child, please go play in fucking traffic and die. Now, don't nobody got no time for no scam. This is a little girl we talking about. You check my resume.
People say the craziest stuff at the weirdest times. Like, it's ridiculous. Everything is not a scam, child. Or the people in the comments be doing too much.
Somebody said today is garbage day. That's what it sounded. It was like either like a large, like a construction. You know how it sounds where it's like a lot of like big trucks or like the dump trucks like beeping. That's what I kept like hearing. It was so loud. And it's like she's in a small little space because it was almost like I was like channeling her so deep. I was her, and I was trying to get through, and it was like claustrophobic. Like I can channel dead and alive people. But
Miss Lynn, I see you just came in. This is about 13-year-old Naziah Harris. She went back. She's from Detroit, and she was on her way home from school. She got off the school bus, and was walking home, and she was abducted. I believe the date is January 9th that she was abducted, and they are currently still looking for this baby. This is actually a person that has some type of personal contact with the family, that has been helping with the family search for her, and try to give some type of clues and stuff like that towards her abduction, and trying to figure out where she is, or either trying to see if she's still alive or whatever, but basically just trying to find out where this baby is, where this 13-year-old is. So this is this video right here is actually an update from her, who channels people lives and stuff like that. She's a medium. Some people will call it a psychic or whatever, but she can feel the energy, whether a person is alive or deceased. So we're just hearing her part, and then we're going to go next into the one of the family member, the cousin. She actually have gave an update as well. So we're gonna, after this is done.
They don't have time, and they are running out. This is so sad. This is like when I tell y'all, like, I'm so drained and tired because this takes my energy, and usually I would like take breaks, but I don't know if y'all can tell by looking at me, but I'm exhausted. But I just like, I cannot like get past this little girl because it's just so sad. I just feel like I know that they're like so close. It's really heartbreaking. Oh yeah, somebody. No, I'm not yet. I charged for this, but it was something that touched me about it. It was something that touched me about it that I did want to look into it. And since I looked into it, I'm not just gonna like say what I'm saying did not help. No, I'm not gonna take a break because I feel like that they're very close. But that does explain like when I can still see where I saw her at, but when I told Naziah, I said, show me exactly where you are, because I can do that. She can't show me, but I see her, but she can't lead the way, and that explains why. It's a place that she won't let me like stop seeing, but I don't know how I describe this place to people that I've spoken to privately. I don't know how to find this place. I just don't know how to find it. I see it. I just wish that I knew a way to tell y'all so somebody can show me a picture. But so how did it go about them telling Roxy that she was moved? How did that happen? Roxy wants me to add her to the live. Okay. She wanted me to call her and add her to the live. What, to call her? Okay, I'll call her. Okay, I'll be back.
Okay, that's basically it with that. I'm about to show y'all some pictures of the baby real quick. And then we're gonna get into the interview. So this is Naziah, y'all. Her little cute self.
It was like watching one of the edits. If you made me, thank y'all for making edits, because so far y'all are really good with it. But yeah. What's going on? It was like watching one of the edits. If you made me, thank y'all for making edits, because so far y'all are really good with it. But yeah. What's going on? It was like watching one of the edits. If you made me, thank y'all for.
So that was her. That's the missing 13-year-old. And here we go. As far as the this is the cousin. This is the one that was just on an interview with the first video we just got done watching.
The big bombshell. So when people in the community or what have you was searching around or whatever, I guess someone was like leaning on the car or something like that, and then this guy from the that was on the neighborhood was yelling like, hey, get off the car, get off the car. I didn't know they was on the car, so I'm like, oh, okay. So I'm turning like, dang, like what's going on? Because I was still, knocking on people's doors, just trying to talk to people and seeing if they seen anything or what have you. I just heard yelling. So eventually, I made my way down, or what have you, to him, and I introduced myself, or what have you, and he had told me earlier, that those were his cars. So I was like, oh, okay, and he told me, he had been on the block for, like years. Basically, he grew up on the block or what have you. His parents was on the block, and then I guess it's they passed down houses generation to generation, which is nice. You're in the same neighborhood and things like that. And he owns like I think 3 or 4 other properties on that street. So as I introduced myself to him, and I asked him what his name was, and he said his name was Fred. No, he said his name was Freddie. Y'all see my face? Y'all see my face? He said his name was Freddie. What Tammy has said. She said Fred, Freddie, something like that. And I am not, let me make it very clear, I am not insinuating or alleging that this man named Freddie is responsible or has anything to do with Naziah. I'm not saying that at all. It just was a coincidence that his name was Freddie, and with me working with Tammy, it kind of raised some hairs on the back of your neck, if you will. So obviously with him telling me that, I did look for the scar. But the side that I was the side I was on his left side, and I didn't see any scars, because as soon as I heard the name, I was like, oh. So immediately, my antennas, went up again. Not insinuating that this man has anything to do with Naziah. It just so happened that his name is Freddie and Fred. So I was like, okay, and he seemed nice at first. when I was speaking with him, and I told him, who I was and that I was looking for my cousin and how long she had been missing, how old she was, and we just got, a tip that she might be somewhere, in this area, and we just wanted to check it out. So for those who just came in, me and Tammy are working together. Me and Tammy are working together. So all them old videos and all that stuff, or what have you, cancel those out. We've had a conversation. We are working together to bring Desire home. That is the update on me and Tammy. Okay? Okay. So, yeah, so as we're talking or what have you, I'm asking him about the cars that he said were his that were parked in the land bank house. He doesn't own that house. He owns the houses that's on the side of the land bank house, which is the house that Tammy showed me. With the two big triangles at the top with the little balcony or what have you. So he owns the houses on the side. So I'm looking like, well, if he owned the houses on the side, then why is his cars, in the driveway? So, I went back up to him or whatever a second time and asked him, did he mind opening the cars for me, for my own peace of mind. And he declined. He declined to let me see, to open both of the cars.
That's so weird. Like, if you have nothing to hide, what you, child? Oh, I can't stand people.
I felt like that was off because he was saying, do whatever it is that y'all need to do, but not be willing to help in that aspect. Then I had to leave because I had to go do the interview with Fox 2. And then I guess there were still people there, or it was people, in the community that wanted to help, and they had beat me there back to Indiana. I had to go run to the east side and then come back to Indiana on the west side. That was like 30 minutes. So the people that was over there on Indiana, my phone is blowing up. And I'm like, what's going on? What's going on? I'm trying to let my phone charge and stuff like that because it's been dying, overheating or whatever. So I was trying to get some juice and my phone is going off. And I'm like, what is going on? So finally I take a call from somebody and they were saying like, oh, he just moved the car out the driveway and he just hurried up and took off. And I'm like, what? That's weird. That's weird.
Okay, child.
Then when I come back, right? When I come back over there, the car that was in the driveway of the land bank house was moved. It was moved. It was moved on the street, but it was moved. When I was talking to him, he told me, when I was asking him about the cars, and did he know whose cars they were, he told me that the car was on the street and then he had just put the car, in the driveway or what have you. I'm assuming maybe, people speeding down the street or something like that. But then let me not assume. Okay, let me not assume. So I don't understand why the car was moved after we left. I don't understand why the car was moved after we left. The car was right there in front of in the street. So then when I came back, some people had beat me back or whatever to Indiana. And some people had beat me back to Indiana. And they had told me that a postal worker had let them in the car. And I was like, a postal worker? So when I get there, the people bring me or whatever to the man or whatever. So I was like, once again, introduce myself, told him, who I was, told him about Naziah's story and everything. They said that the car, somebody did. They said, that the car was sitting there or whatever for 4 months, but then that day specifically, he moved the car.
Ooh, child. Okay. So it was only like a couple of seconds left from that. I'm gonna get up off of that, y'all. Let me see. Is it one more? I think it is. Oh, to give y'all some type of idea of the house that they talking about.
Hey, my beautiful people. So in my video regarding Naziah Harris, a lot of you guys are asking, can I get some more details? And so this is on Google Maps. And what I'm getting is around Indiana Avenue and the house that's about to come up. This is the vision that I keep seeing. Because I kept seeing like that balcony. And I'm going to show you in a few minutes. When I show you the back of the house, it's like a white shed. That
not only that, yeah, I'm gonna play this other small video from the cousin that she called the police. She actually went to this location right here. She called the police, and they started, it was a foul smell, that was there. So the police, they could not enter the property or whatever, and they wouldn't allow them to enter the property either. So I think the car was either on this property or it's another property that's across the street from it that they went and checked. But this is the same block that people was hearing, within that same area, the same block, the same area, the same amount of distance that they was hearing the screaming coming from. So here we go.
That I kept seeing as well. So they need to go around this area. And then I didn't mention this in my previous video, but I kept hearing the word Slauson. And I still keep hearing it while I'm looking into her. And she's saying Slauson. And the only thing that I could find was Slauson Middle School and Slauson High School. So if anybody knows what this means, if it's somewhere in Detroit that means something, please put it in the comments, because she will not stop saying that word. And so y'all see that little white building, that little shed back there, that stands out a lot to me too. So I just kept going through, and this is what I came up with. So check this area. Hey, my beautiful people.
Okay, so we got this one more, and then we gonna go into the next story, y'all. And this is her other interview. This is the cousin.
Police did show up to the house. I explained to them, the tip or what have you that we had got from the lady, or what have you. And needless to say, they didn't go in the house. She said they didn't go in the house. The lieutenant said that they didn't go in the house because there was live wires and the house or whatever was boarded up. However, the side door was open. So I don't know how that connection was made.
when we walked on the side of the house, you can smell dog feces. But when you continue to walk on the side of the house in a driveway to go in the backyard, the odor, the smell changed to where you could no longer smell dog feces. So I asked her, they said they couldn't go in the house because they would be trespassing. I asked her to explain to me, you know, the person across the street, the neighbor across the street has been living there for some years. There was a vehicle, hold on, an old historical vehicle that was in the drive, and the neighbor across the street said that the vehicle has been sitting there for more than 5 years, or what have you. And she said that it's a lot of activity that goes on in that house. So the team that I was house, the house is like a land bank house or something like that. So they didn't go inside the house. They didn't check out the smell. Another officer said that he has dealt with deceased bodies, and he would have let us know immediately if it was how the case is. I don't know if that's, you know, true or not, because it was another officer that said that they did smell it. You know, they smelled the odor, which means that he also smelled the odor that was other than the dog feces. It's a very distinct odor. Odor. And it's like when you walking in the driveway, y'all, when you walking in the driveway, the first thing that you smell is the dog feces. But when you when you continue to walk in the driveway towards the backyard, the odor literally changes. It don't smell like dog feces.
So this is the driveway that she was just talking about when I played the video about her talking about the driveway and her talking to the owner or whatever, whoever owned that property, even though it's abandoned, but whoever owned that property, you know, he was not willing to move that car. So this is the car that she's talking about in the property.
Dog feces at all. It's literally two different odors, and it don't smell like dog feces at all. Everybody know what shit smell like. Everybody know what shit smell like. It no longer smell like shit. No longer smell like shit. Man, this is so like, and then we kept asking them like, did y'all see water in the basement? Did y'all see water in the basement? They saying they didn't see no water in the basement. They couldn't see nothing because it was boarded up and this and this and that, but the side door is wide open. Like that's where the odor was coming from. And obviously we couldn't go in the house, or what have you, because you know we ain't trying to you know, get hemmed up or nothing like that. But this is I'm not gonna lie to y'all, hearing those words and smelling what I smelled myself, that was very, very, very frustrating. Like I had to like walk off. I had to walk off because, you know, I didn't want to come off, you know, disrespectful or belligerent and stuff like that, because we all know how that can get twisted. So man, this is what I'll be talking about with you know, the leads and stuff. And like I said, I feel like I went against my own word, but at the same time, being so close and in the area that the address was in, like, that was crazy. And then the same thing happened to me yesterday. So, like, is God trying to give me a sign? And am I getting close? Like, I don't know. But that was, like, crazy. And she said, oh, because the boards and the live wires in the backyard and this and this and that. And they said they're gonna have she said she didn't even say they was gonna send somebody out to come check in the morning. She said She was gonna call DTE and let them know and let DTE know that there was live wires in the backyard and that needed to be taken care of immediately. But she told me they cannot go in the house, and they cannot go in the house. That's what she said. And I said, so you mean to tell me that y'all smell an odor other than dog feces? Because the officer said it out his mouth, y'all. He said there is an odor. When I was talking to the lieutenant and I was telling her there is an odor, and they was asking me where did I get the tip from and everything like that, I explained to her everything that was going on, who the guy was to me, and that we were out searching. I explained to her that we didn't go inside the house and that we called them and was waiting for them or whatever first. And the first few officers, we can't go in the house off of a psychic. We can't go in the house off of a psychic, what have you, based off of that. And I said, well, you know what? I said, you may feel like it's a psychic, but for me, like, this is my family. And I've gotten tips from psychics. I've gotten tips from people in the community who have led me to places to where I may not have found Isaiah, but we found drugs, we found money, we found guns, we found squatters in houses, and we found dead bodies. So, like...
And my thing right there, that y'all done went into all these other different places, what stopped y'all from going up in there? This is what got me confused right there, because I'm looking like, at this point, if y'all didn't need the police, to sit up here and escort y'all somewhere where you really had this strong feeling that it could be a good possibility that she could have been up in there, but y'all went into these other properties and y'all found money, guns, dead bodies or whatever. So what stopped y'all from going up in this one? Like, literally, if this place, you felt so strongly about this, why y'all didn't go into this particular property to go check? Just go check and see. Like, what the hell? Baby back. I wouldn't give a damn. Even if you didn't want to walk up in there, you could have, when you was there at the property, just yell out her name. See if she was going to say anything. See something. But instead, they did something totally different than what they did when they went to other properties. I'm confused about this.
It's almost like you saying that to say what? And it's like, I'm not going against it, what they saying, but come on, man. Come on. Like, just check. And y'all sitting up there talking about, we can't go in the house, it's trespassing, this and that. Y'all the police.
But y'all already done trespassed through other properties, so what difference do it make? Why call the police now if y'all already done trespassed through other properties? Make it make sense, ma'am. At this point, this is what I'm confused about. Like, this gonna be the last video that I put, on here until actually, I get another update on the situation or whatever. But this video right here in particular is what confused me, because now y'all want to call the police, even though the police was involved, but now y'all done been through all these other damn properties, and now you sitting up here talking about, well, they telling you that they cannot trespass, which is actually true. It's true. They just not gonna up and just go unless they actually have a good lead. And of course, the police they don't go by what psychics and stuff like that, sit up here and say. They don't go by that. I mean, they never went by that. I know that, I understand a lot of folks probably don't know that, but because you go see a psychic and somebody tell you like this is where somebody is at, like that don't necessarily mean that they're gonna go up in there, and they cannot do that legally. You know what I mean? So, but y'all done did all this other shit. Y'all should have did y'all thug this, period.
Police, it's like they don't care because it's not their family. Police did show up to the house. I explained to them, the tip or what have you that we had got from the lady, or what have you. And needless to say, they didn't go in the house. She said they didn't go in the house.
The lieutenant said that they didn't go in the house because there was live wires and the house or whatever was boarded up. However, the side door was open. So I don't know how that connection was made. When we walked on the side of the house, you can smell dog feces. But when you continue,
so it just started over. But yeah, y'all, that concludes our story for let me stop sharing this one. And then we're gonna get into our other segment. Where y'all at? Here we go. Okay. So that concludes our story for Ziyahharris. She's been missing, 13-year-old girl from Detroit. She's been missing since January 9th. Since she got off the school bus and was heading home, she was abducted. And it's been a search ever since then. They do have a suspect in custody, but they can't obviously tie him to the abduction. She's still missing, and they have not found her. So we're gonna get into the next segment of this guy called Jonathan Quillis. Let me get to it now, and then I'll share the screen with you all. So y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think about this that particular story. And if anybody is within the Detroit area, if y'all have any updates, please contact me or leave a comment or or whatever under this video. And if you find out any information about her, let me know how the search how everything is going for the search for her. She is from that we know now is that she is still in the Detroit area. She is still probably within the area that they thought that where she first was placed at first, but she actually was moved from that area, the very first area where she was abducted to and was held against her will. She's no longer within that part, that block, that house that we just got done witnessing, and I just showed y'all. So she has been moved. She's no longer there. She is somewhere still in the Detroit area though. Let me go ahead and share my screen. And we're going to get to this. And this one could be triggering to some people. It's so crazy. I've been trying to welcome in Shelly. Hey, baby. What's up, boo? I'm trying to see which one because we don't have to go through all of these court stuff. It's a couple of court videos that I actually want to show as far as for witnesses and stuff. But I want to get to the story first. So this was like really irritating to me as well, y'all. Because this dude right here, he just thought like he could just continue to keep lying and think that it was just gonna be okay. Like he really thought that he was not gonna get caught at all. You talk about sick. You talk about a narcissist. Talking about like, baby, he didn't care. He did not care at all. He didn't think nothing of it. See, as y'all, if y'all looking, y'all see that these videos that's on this case talking about 3 hours, 8 hours. These are like all the trials. Like, it's a lot when it comes down to this. And I'm trying to get to you know, basically the briefing of the story, because the trials, they are too long, too long. So let me know what y'all think. I don't think this is the right one. Let me stop sharing this, because I don't think this is the right one anyways, because that is too much. Alrighty. Let me go back into my playlist. What y'all think about that story though? Have y'all heard of the Naziah case? Let me know. Let me know what y'all think about that story. Okay, so I made it. I got to my playlist, and we can go there. Let me start from there. And then I can cut off all of this other stuff. Here we go. You have Miss Lynn. What you have they mentioned anything? You know, have you got like an update or anything based on, you know, have they said anything on the local news or anything like that? Okay, let me go. I can share my screen now. I can share my screen now. Let me get back to y'all. Here we go. Hey Tracy, welcome in. She said if it's a strong smell, it's a dead body. Yeah, I mean, exactly. Like, come on now, child. Like, make that stuff make sense. Please make that make sense. Like, y'all done been to all these other places, but at the same time, y'all don't want to go into this particular place where 9 out of 10, you know, you actually could be right. Now y'all need authorities for y'all to enter a place, and y'all to sit up there and enter all these other places. Like, I could not make sense out of that at all. For real. Miss Lynn say I have a cousin and he's a detective on this case. Okay. So have they found her yet? Was there any update, Miss Lynn? Wow. It is a small world. Okay, here we go, y'all. This is the case.
Welcome to Prime Crime. This is where we break down the most compelling and memorable true crime cases from across the country. When a 16-year-old girl named Diana Sawyer suddenly vanishes, her family and police chase down every possible lead. This is a very twisted story that proves quite difficult for authorities to crack.
Jacksonville 911, what's the location of your emergency?
Did I come home from school today? So phone is going straight to Brooklyn. It's not like that. You have no idea what you.
December 19th, 2018, started out a normal day. IS was a 16-year-old high school student, a sophomore, straight A student at Terry Parker High School here in Jacksonville, Florida. She also went to school with her sister, SS, who was a year younger in her 9th grade year.
Because Diana Sawyer and her sister are minors, investigators sometimes refer to them by their initials, IS and SS, to protect their identities.
Her sister was on a bus and she wasn't. I don't understand why she wasn't on a bus.
Did you ask your sister why?
She said she didn't know, and that's not. I don't. That's not like her. That's not like them to be not be together.
When SS calls her mother frantically stating that IS did not get on the bus. Kimberly Mobley was at work. So she called two of her sisters. One of the sisters called 911 while the other one headed to Terry Parker High School.
Do you think it's foul play? Ma'am, I have no idea. This is out of character for her. Oh. And for me to call you all, something's wrong.
Her family went crazy. They called 911. They called everyone. It was mass chaos because she just disappeared in thin air.
So IS, she was the firstborn. She was extremely close to her mom. She was extremely loyal. She loved being with her family. She wanted to be either a doctor or a lawyer. She was into her scholastics, being the straight A student. However, sadly, at the age of 16, she was carrying a big secret. And that secret was she was pregnant.
Ayanna is 5 months pregnant. Though she only recently told her mom, the family supports her, and they've even named her unborn baby Hazel Michelle. All they want is to find Ayanna safe and sound.
IS did not attend her last 2 periods of school. Video surveillance showed that she did in fact leave Terry Parker High School at approximately 11 a.m. And we don't know who picked her up because that was outside of camera footage at the time. She has 2 bags. One is full, of course, regular school items such as textbooks, notebooks. And then another bag has a voluminous amount of Victoria's Secret items, a body pillow. The family is left questioning, where is IS?
The consensus between police is that she has left school voluntarily. There was no obvious signs of any force or anything like that.
Our theory of the case is she either ran away and didn't want to be found, or she ran away because her mom wanted to know who the father of the child was. She didn't want to tell, and that led to friction between the two.
The police, they were just trying to do what they could to find her. They did some basic search around the area. They set up the tip line. The family was doing quite a bit. They were looking for anything.
After 2 days of searching with no sign of Ayanna, police change her status from a runaway to a missing person. Then her mom makes a disturbing discovery.
You did it. You took an idea on a napkin, built a successful business, and made it look easy. But at U.S. Bank, we remember what went into getting here. The hard work.
Her mom was searching through, her room, through her laptop, through her boxes in her closet, anything she could to determine where she may be. She finds this Word document on Ayanna's laptop that kind of seems strange.
How'd you get to it? Tell me how'd you get to it.
I went there in the recycle bin right here.
The recycle bin?
And then she also got other notes over here on the side. They asked you for a password. She got some of the notes locked. And she got other stuff that she wrote in here about him too, though.
The fact that Ayanna went to such great lengths to keep the documents a secret is as concerning as what she'd written.
It was a couple pages long, and it was a pouring out her heart of this person, Jose, her love for this person, the betrayal of this person.
Ayanna's mom has never heard her talk about Jose. Could it be a code name for someone? Could she have run away with this person? The diary entries are dated February and March 2018, almost a year before Ayanna disappeared. Around that time, Ayanna was in a relationship her mom didn't approve of with an adult neighbor when Ayanna was just 15.
There was a next door neighbor who lived across the street from Ayanna. He had had a sexual relationship with Ayanna, and his name was Kamar Humphrey. I mean, the person that was accused of sexually assaulting her, 9 months earlier is very much someone who I would be looking into very deeply when she goes missing.
Authorities have legitimate cause for concern about Humphrey. In March 2018, at Ayanna's mom's insistence, they'd obtained a DNA swab from him for a rape kit. He admitted to having sex with Ayanna at least once, and the DNA confirmed it.
under Florida law, he was listed as a sexual offender because he was over the age of 18 and she was under the age of 16.
The time period that the rape kit was done, that we can confirm there was a sexual relationship, is outside of the time period that she would have conceived. But we have always asked, did that relationship continue on? And we know it went on for months just based on the conversations that she had with friends. He's a viable suspect for the father of her child.
Police ask Humphrey where he was the day Ayanna went missing. When he shows proof he was out of town, investigators have to rule him out. But if he's not Jose, who is? That's when a new name comes into the mix: Jonathan Quilez.
She confronts Ayanna's sister, and Ayanna's sister is the one who says, oh, that's Jose is Uncle John. So Ayanna was John's niece by marriage. He was Uncle John to Ayanna and to the other siblings as well. They were very close. His wife and him both took care of the kids on a regular basis. They would spend time at their house. John, really charismatic guy. He's very likable. He was a mechanic. He was a handyman. He had a good family life, was working, doing well, married, had a kid, another one on the way at the time.
Ayanna's mom knows the two are very close, but if Uncle John, aka Jonathan Quilez, is the Jose in Ayanna's diary, did things go too far? Her mom is determined to get to the bottom of whatever is going on. She calls police, and they head over to his house.
Hey, John, what's going on?
This is crazy.
All this just got dropped on me. Like
both of us. I was just trying to get a damn guy to sign a lease over there, and I'm coming back. I see patrol cars in my dang house.
He arrived while they were there. He was calm, cool, and collective. I'm here to help.
We literally had their kids, her kids, for summers. Summer at a time, and then weekends. All of them. If we knew where she was at, we would have been the first ones to grab her ass and bring her over.
Yeah, exactly.
We're posting stuff on our Facebook
trying to find her the same way they are.
He did not know anything. He didn't have any involvement. Even his wife, was defending him and that he would never do anything to harm IS.
So I'm gonna tell you, with regards to this here, do I think my husband is capable of any of this? No, I don't. But I don't. We have a missing piece of the puzzle.
Police tell the couple they have a warrant to search the house.
You got free reign.
I'll hang out here. They'll go in and look.
Okay, that's cool.
And then we'll take it. We'll go from there. Yeah. So you guys hang tight then?
Yeah, it's not a problem.
Naomi and John say, hey, search our house, do what you need to do, look through, because, she's not here. We have nothing to do with it.
Get all the rooms?
Yeah.
Okay, so
the backyard.
Yeah, let's look at the back. Let's look at the backyard. Sure.
Even one of the officers found it kind of funny because Jonathan's sitting there. He's like, hey, come on in, whatever you guys need. You want something to eat? You want something to drink? And he's inviting him in like he's one of the family.
But Quilez and his wife do admit that Ayanna's mom voiced her concerns about Quilez's contact with her daughter since she found the document on her laptop.
Once that all happened, we got blocked completely from having any communication.
But then the girl said, well, we can't speak with you now because we blocked. Mama said to block you, so we got to wait until this passes over. Okay. So, the same, but it's not uncommon.
Yeah, this has happened before, and then they come and they'll tell you, weekends over here at the house.
It seems like the relationship was a little more complicated than anyone initially thought. Then, the couple makes another statement that seems to catch officers by surprise.
So while talking about, do you know any items that are missing of IS's? Well, the wife had stated when she left, she took a lot of her Victoria's Secret undergarments.
Jonathan Quilez is even more specific.
Oh yeah, her 38 pair, indicating that she had taken 38 pairs of Victoria's Secret undergarments with her. How someone in a family relationship would know that is obviously very odd.
As cooperative as Quilez has been, Officers sense something is off.
She said that she knows who the father was, but she ain't saying.
She did know?
Yeah, she knows who the father of the child was. So she just, but then you can't really take anything that she's saying serious because now that she's been gone, I question literally everything.
Police there wanting to talk to John about, have you had a sexual relationship with Ayanna? And so it's just, they were investigating him, at least trying to find out.
When we return, police decide to bring Jonathan Quilez in for more questioning.
They're making some allegations that we got to do a thorough investigation. Okay. So we're gonna have to take you to get interviewed by detective. Okay. And just tell them your side, and that's it. All right.
All right.
I still need to let's go here real quick.
When Quilez was brought in for questioning, he acted like you would expect. He denied everything, said he didn't know anything, and he lamented the fact that his niece was missing.
Kraken Client Support is here to answer all your questions. We all need a little help sometimes.
Wow, I just built the most amazing workflow on Monday.com.
You build your own workflow? Why? There are a bunch of amazing pre-made templates you can just choose from.
Nah, I'm a custom made.
December 27th, 2018, about a week after 16-year-old Ayanna Sawyer, or IS, disappeared. It's especially concerning because she's pregnant. Police have brought in her uncle, Jonathan Quilez, for an interview. They press him about the diary his niece wrote that indicates the two had sexual relations. He denies any inappropriate contact and has even provided his DNA to police.
You guys took my DNA
Right.
at the house. So I don't have nothing to hide. You are looking at the wrong person. I have nothing to do with that girl disappearing whatsoever.
What's really sad about this case, y'all, that stuck out to me the most was that Ayanna and her sister, they both was SA'd by this man. But the thing about Ayanna, she was in love with the man. She felt like she was in love with him. And, I'm not sure because I looked at a different video and I couldn't find it. So I just ended up saving this one. But the other video that I watched, it literally told the story as far as with Ayanna's sister, who was also being SA'd by him. They both was aware, of what was going on between each other. But Ayanna's sister, she went, she let the cops know, whatever it is that they needed to know about the situation and what she actually, what she went through, what she experienced and stuff like that. And even when it came down to her sister, as far as what she witnessed when it came down to her sister. Like that day that Ayanna went missing, it's on video that at the school when Ayanna decided to leave school and her sister tried to stop her. She said something to her. Of course, it wasn't no audio about it, but she said something to her, stopped her in her tracks or whatever. And then from that point, you just see her sister walk away and she goes back to school and Ayanna is leaving out the interest part of the school. And during that part that she was leaving out, that was the last day that she was actually seen. So when she left out of school that day, it comes to find out that she was actually going to meet her uncle, and her uncle, this is when he actually unalived her. He made it seem like, like she like they was gonna be like this particular in this relationship or whatever. But the whole time he already had it planned in his mind that he was gonna unalive her, because when he got the sister pregnant, Ayanna's sister pregnant, he forced her to take pills to, to have a miscarriage. So Ayana's sister took those pills and she had a miscarriage. But Ayana didn't want. Ayana wanted the baby because she had personal feelings for this uncle. She wanted her baby. So she wasn't willing to take the pills or anything. You know what I mean? So he didn't like that. So that was his motive, as far as him meeting up with her and her leaving school early to go meet up with him, not knowing that he was getting ready to unalive her because she would not get rid of that baby. And so I believe that the state that they're in, you can't. They wasn't going to be able to get an abortion without a parent's signature. So of course, because they was underage, 15 and 16, I believe. Ayana was 16, and I believe her sister was 15.
Whatsoever.
They don't arrest him that day. They detain him, they talk to him, but then they release him.
However, Quilez has raised enough suspicions that a few days later, police turned the investigation over to homicide detective Abbott, who immediately processes the DNA Quilez provided.
It was submitted to the Florida Department of Law Enforcement here, and a rush was put onto it because what we had learned was that a sexual assault kit involving IS had been submitted back in March of 2018, and there was unknown DNA.
The results showed DNA from neighbor Kamar Humphrey, which was expected since he and Ayana had had a relationship. But the unknown DNA was additional. Could it be her Uncle John's?
Well, on January 7th, 2019, a shock came. Jonathan Quilez' DNA was on IS's panties. Complete, utter shock. It only heightened that Jonathan Quilez was definitely a person of interest. Then a bombshell hit. A phone call comes into the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office. That individual identified himself as Joseph Quilez, Jonathan Quilez's brother. And oh boy, did he have a story to tell. Jonathan Quilez had called his brother. He stated it was either December 19th, 2018 or December 20th, 2018, that his brother was frantic, stating that this girl might be pregnant, it might be mine, and I have to get rid of the body. Joseph Quilez then stated his brother hung up the phone. However, sometime later, he called back, calmer, not upset, not nervous, said he had taken care of it.
When Joseph asks his brother to explain, Quilez reportedly gets surprisingly specific.
Jonathan Quilez tells his brother that he lured her to his work in an area where no video surveillance, no other workers, it's loud, and he went to strangle her, but he couldn't stomach it. So he shot her. He then put her body in a dumpster, and then it's done. He now can move on, and his life won't be ruined.
His brother was like, I don't believe my brother did this, but it made me feel very uneasy that if I didn't call and report it and something had happened, that it would haunt him.
Armed with this shocking new information, Detective Abbott and a colleague from Special Assault bring Quilez back in for another interview.
How are you?
How you doing? I've had better days.
I know, right?
Yeah.
There's been a lot happened. We need to talk about, okay?
At this time, Detective Billy Abbott has spoken to Joseph Quilez, and now he is looking at this closer to a homicide investigation.
The girls would come over to your house and you do like trips to the beach.
Yeah, we always when to go with the pool we had at the house.
They would stay the night. They'd spend
Yeah,
time
they'll
at your
spend
house. And there was
the whole
anybody-
summer.
So you're doing all these things with the girls,
No, with all of them.
right? With the kids.
All of the kids.
But,
yeah,
But then they're accusing you of messing with the girls.
correct. Yeah, and this is they came out with that. They started like real heavy with it when with that boy across the street and doing all that. That's when it started like really thick.
Jonathan Quiles was trying to do anything and everything to show how it was not him, that it could be this other individual, or, you know, she might have had another boyfriend in her life.
So now is missing. She ran away or whatnot. Now here I am sitting in the hot seat because is mentioning me as that I was, you know, I'm Mr. Jose.
Okay.
You know, so
Do you know who she ran away with?
I don't. I've been expecting call me, text me, anything, Snapchat me, smoke signal.
Quiles painted himself as the victim himself. He's being unfairly tarnished by this belief he had an inappropriate relationship with his niece.
So if I were to tell you that I found some underwear that had your DNA in it, how would you explain that?
I would say that is not, there's no way in shape in any form. Yeah, there's no way.
So with the case across the street, there was a kit done.
Correct.
And she was wearing specific clothes to include underwear.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she told me that was one of her biggest pet peeves, that they took underwear from her.
Okay. So that's what he's talking
That's
about.
what I was referring to.
That wasn't my DNA. That I didn't.
100%.
No way.
It's DNA. Yeah.
I'm not saying you're a monster. I don't think you're a monster at all. Okay. I think maybe they came on to you and things went a little too far. It happens all the time.
What?
How does nigga? How he gonna say it's not his when they clearly just said that it is? Like, please make this make sense. Like this nigga, ooh, child. This case, y'all, right here, I was talking at the screen like it wasn't nothing because everybody was wrong but him. Everybody was a liar but him. Like, seriously. Everybody. But he was familiar with them underwears, though, huh? You familiar with the underwears, but that wasn't your DNA? Stop it. DNA don't lie.
What exactly are they accusing me of? What exactly are they saying I did? Okay, well, now they're making suggestions that I'm having the sexual relationship or that I had something to do with her going missing, and I absolutely did not.
Look at her face.
I could look at her face.
They need closure.
I'm not a monster.
You
I
is
had
a
nothing
damn
to do with her disappearance. I had nothing to do with her disappearance at all.
So the whole family's off. Is a liar. Your brother who loves you is just crazy. Right? Everyone's just circling Jonathan.
The last I spoke with my brother, he was all bent out of shape. And I'm like, hold on, bro. You got this all twisted. I didn't do nothing. I have no idea what the hell happened with this young lady, any of that. So
how did he have all those details?
I don't know how he had all those details. I'm sorry. I don't know how he had
And he said he didn't believe you at first. He thought you were kidding. But it was so detailed.
No. I'm sorry. Nope.
He really is just kind of like, you know what? There's nothing.
Y'all, I'm sitting up here chopping up these onion bell peppers, Chad. I'm thinking he up under this knife. I done damn near miss my onions sitting up here instead of chopping. I done damn near missed them listening to this fool.
Nothing I can do at this point. You've already made up your minds. You haven't looked anywhere else. I'm not the person, but you're convinced that I am.
So, Jonathan, is there anything else you'd like to say?
There's nothing else I'd like to say.
Okay. Then at this point, I'm going to place you under arrest for sexual battery. It's a first-degree felony. So if you'll stand up and turn around and face the wall, place your hands behind your back.
Now, Jonathan Quiles is the #1 suspect in the disappearance of IS and now the murder of IS and her unborn child.
Police seem to believe Jonathan Quiles is involved, but they still don't know exactly what happened to Ayanna. Coming up, a new development.
So after the interview, Detective Abbott decided that he was going to do some more investigation, and that was through a wire.
You did good by doing it, getting rid of the body and all that.
Hey, everybody, we're going to get you right back to the Quilez case in just a minute. But before we do, what do a lot of the stories we cover here on Prime Crime make clear? That the unfortunate truth is you have to know who you're surrounding yourself with. You have to. Quilez being held at the Duval County Jail on charges of sexual battery.
Drive 50 miles east of Silicon Valley, California, and you will see beautiful, multi-million-dollar homes and picturesque vineyards.
In connection with the disappearance of his niece, Ayanna Sawyer, or IS. When police interviewed Quilez, he denied any wrongdoing. But Detective Abbott has gathered some powerful evidence against him, including DNA and a confession Quilez apparently made to his own brother. Now, Abbott decides to see what else he can gather, this time from inside the jail.
Detective Abbott, through his partners and his homicide team, they were able to get into contact with some other inmates. One of the inmates then was wired up. And through the instructions that Detective Abbott and his homicide team had given this inmate was, see what Jonathan Quilez will tell you.
Just 2 days later, the detective's plan seems to pay off.
You did good by doing it, getting rid of the body and all that. Why would they point fingers at you? Because my brother. So why did you kill them? If you didn't think she was going to jail, or you just felt like it was going to hit the fan and later on.
Yeah, just 16 months that she came off that she was pregnant. There's a possibility that was mine.
When Jonathan starts talking, he doesn't know how to stop, and he just keeps going. His biggest flaw is he's a chatterbox.
What you shot at the job and left it overnight? This girl would have jumped out, screamed, anything. So what about you?
The camera system, like everything is blurry, nothing is focused. And that's the thing, the cameras do work, but they suspect. And Ace Pickle part, it's so many spots. You can throw over the gate.
I guess by you killing her, you did the right thing, because you probably be in a worse situation than she was living.
The challenge with jailhouse snitches is that you.
Wow. He spilled everything, but y'all know that y'all still they still could not find her body. So her body could have literally have just been disposed at this point, and at that point that they actually had proof that he actually did unalive her, they still was not able to recover her body, her remains.
You could have some doubts. Well, he's just bragging in prison because he wants to have some street cred there. But his words are his words. And when you compare that to his own brother's comments and Miss Sawyer's younger sister's words that Jose was Jonathan, now the evidence is really starting to pile up.
After Detective Abbott reviews this audio recording, the determination was, I got to get to Ace Pickle part. Got to make sure that we get that video surveillance.
Ace Pick Apart, You Pull It, is the auto salvage yard where Jonathan Quilez works. Video surveillance from December 19th, the day Ayanna disappeared, could answer a lot of questions and confirm or deny Quilez's statements.
The surveillance video showed that Mr. Quilez left his work around the time when the niece went missing from school. So he could have left from work to go pick up Miss Sawyer, but there's no clear-cut evidence of that because he had an alternate explanation. He was leaving for work purposes. It was his lunch break. And there is no specific video that shows Mr. Quilez with Miss Sawyer around that time.
Jonathan said that he was asked to go up to Fastenal, up near the airport, to pick up some parts. If he went and picked up IS, how could he be all the way up near the airport, which is over 30 minutes away? He can't be over at Terry Parker High School picking her up.
However, authorities allege that Quilez drove to an area of the yard that had no cameras and was off limits to most employees, where he purportedly shot Ayanna. Investigators pieced together what happened next from the wiretap recording.
Went to the gun range the same day.
Police
Wow.
end up finding his signature on the sign-in sheet at the range and the gun in his closet.
He went to the gun range and shot the gun. The only thing I can think of about that statement is maybe he thought some forensic evidence could show that the gun had been recently shot.
If that was Quilles's plan, it seems like it worked.
There's no blood evidence, there's no DNA, there's nothing on your gun. And it's alleged that he shot her at close range, like in the heart even. The physical evidence didn't line up with what we were expecting to see.
Investigators check every vehicle in the yard and find no trace of Ayanna.
So what police had was a theory that he shot Miss Sawyer and then dumped her body in a dumpster that was quickly removed. But there was a lack of physical evidence here.
Based on what Quilles has said, Detective Abbott follows up on the dumpster.
Detective Abbott learns on December 20th, 2018, All American Garbage picks up the container. It went to Otis Road landfill. So Detective Abbott then makes contact with the Otis Road landfill.
The sheriff's office spent over $1.5 million over 3 weeks to go through and excavate this landfill. It was almost 80 feet deep. The tons and tons of trash that was moved, even by their own account, was monumental in nature. And they found nothing over a 3-week period of time.
They couldn't find anything that directly tied Mr. Quilles to Miss Sawyer's disappearance. They found some articles of clothing that they thought were Miss Sawyer's, but the sizes were a little different. It was some Victoria's Secret clothing, and it could have been her clothing, especially as she was carrying a baby, but it's not 100% clear to law enforcement that they've got the goods.
With no physical evidence, the question is whether the evidence investigators do have is enough to indict Jonathan Quilles in the murder of his niece and her unborn child.
You have Miss Sawyer's younger sister saying that Mr. Quilles was Jose. You also have Mr. Quilles' own brother saying that Quilles confessed to him. And you also have wiretaps now.
On July 18th, 2019, about 6 months after Ayanna Sawyer disappeared, investigators send Jonathan Quilles' case to a grand jury.
And thinking about, well, what kind of charges are we going to do? Well, ultimately, it was decided that we were going to do first-degree murder. And the reasons why we were going to do those particular charges, and also in the state of Florida, we can do that for an unborn child. So we knew there was going to be 2 counts for that.
The list of evidence the detectives present pays off.
You did it. You built a successful business and made it look easy. At US Bank, we remember what went into getting here. Through it all, our wealth management team is always here to work with you.
We met with a grand jury today on your case as well as several others, and you are being indicted on first-degree murder. The 3rd count is going to be sexual battery. Okay? We need to advise you of that.
Okay.
All right. We would like to talk to you if you're willing to speak with us.
I have an attorney that's representing me. She doesn't want me to talk to
Okay.
without her being present.
Considering the charges that he was facing, he had good spirits. He was pretty confident in how he spoke and very clear, concise. We talked about a lot of the alternative explanations or alternative options, alternative suspects.
After the grand jury indictment, Jonathan Quilles' case doesn't go to trial for another 4 years. Yet with no significant additional evidence turning up.
What's so crazy about it too, y'all? I found out that his wife was currently pregnant while he was doing all the stuff that he was doing. His wife literally was currently pregnant. Child, please.
Does the state have enough to convict?
We didn't have IS in her unborn child. In a normal case, we know where someone's murdered. There's blood, there's fingerprints, there's a bullet, there's a spent shell casing. and it's readily identifiable. This is where the person was killed. There was going to potentially be some doubt.
Hey, everybody, we're going to get you right back to the Jonathan Quilles case in just a second. But look, I know that we cover some very difficult stories here on Prime Crime. The world's scary. I don't have another way of saying it. It just really is. And it is hard to be prepared for what happens. Having said that, there is one thing you can do. Be prepared if you get hurt. That brings me to Morgan & Morgan, the largest injury law firm in America and our proud sponsor. Look, if you should get injured, it is so vital that you understand your legal rights and whether you're entitled to be compensated, because that injury could be worth millions of dollars. Morgan & Morgan is a firm that's not afraid to take on big.
You swear affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? All right, sir, so you're charged with an indictment. Count 1 is murder in the first degree, count 2 is murder in the first degree, count 3 is sexual battery.
Jonathan Quilles' trial begins on September 14th, 2023 in Jacksonville, Florida's Duval County Courthouse. He pleads not guilty to all 3 counts against him in the murder and sexual battery of his pregnant niece, Ayanna Sawyer, whose body has never been found, and her unborn child.
If you're found guilty of any one of those charges, there is the possibility that you can spend the rest of your natural born life in prison. Do you understand that? I do.
And the death penalty is also on the table.
The girl might be pregnant. I can't lose my family if she has the baby.
The nerve.
I have to get rid of the body. She was 16. Did you shoot her? Did you shoot her in the head? Heart.
Once they heard everything, that puzzle was built, that picture was painted, that they would know beyond every reasonable doubt that the defendant, Jonathan Quilles, killed his family member because he could not let the world know that he fathered an underage juvenile child.
The defense responds, telling the jury, not so fast.
They have to prove that Mr. Quilles is the one that committed this crime. There will be no direct evidence to say that he did. You will not hear it.
Investigating and looking through the evidence that the state had gathered, the glaring issue again and again was the lack of physical evidence that they had.
There will be no DNA to say he's the father. They will not be able to prove that Jonathan Quilles is in fact the father of the unborn child. They don't have a body. Therefore, we believe they cannot meet their burden of premeditated murder. And therefore, we believe there will be reasonable doubt.
The biggest challenge for prosecutors is that we're living in a time when people expect to see
Feeling Claritin Clear is like
Is she
letting her imagine?
the DNA, direct evidence via video. And if you don't have a body, you don't have a murder weapon, and your case is largely circumstantial, it's tough to convince juries that you should send this person to jail for life or even the death penalty.
The state of Florida is banking on a strong slate of witnesses, along with purported admissions of guilt made by Jonathan Quilles himself to his brother and jailhouse informants. Naomi Mobley, Ayanna's aunt and Jonathan Quilles' now ex-wife, at whose home Ayanna spent so much time, testifies. She says she was initially defensive when her sister said Jonathan was behaving inappropriately with their niece, but when her sister showed her Snapchats between the two, she changed her tune.
What, if anything, did you do thereafter?
I told him at that time that he needed to stop speaking with my nieces and he needs to give my family space. I said that it looks really bad and he needs to distance himself.
Did you learn thereafter whether or not he stopped speaking and working?
I learned after that he did, in fact, continue speaking with them.
So what are we looking at in state 64?
These are the messages from Snapchat.
The Snapchats from Jonathan Quilles in the months leading up to Ayana's disappearance were sometimes sexually explicit and even seemingly threatening.
9/4/2018, 9/27. I'm very aggravated right now. I'm going to hit you later. 9/7/2018, 12/21. Yeah, so I need you to be like 100% with me at all times. I'm just so in love with you. I'll kill you and cry.
There was a change in his behavior after she went missing. Prior to that, he was fidgety and nervous. He was restless. After she went missing, then he slept like a baby.
Quilles' brother Joseph also gives emotional testimony about his conversations with Jonathan. As evidenced by their phone records, they talked 4 times between December 18th and 20th, 2018, the time period of Ayana's disappearance. Joseph could tell his brother wasn't acting like himself.
His demeanor was a little off. It was kind of like he was nervous or a little panicky about something.
Have you heard your brother sound panicky to you on previous occasions?
No, it was more concerned about what is he going to do with the young lady in question. That she might be pregnant, and what is he going to do? He doesn't want to ruin his family and mess up what he has already going on.
In their last conversation, Jonathan Quilles seemingly finally came clean about what exactly he did on December 19th, 2018. He'd picked up Ayana from school, telling her they would run away and be together.
He had her sitting in a vehicle, waiting. He tried to strangle her. It didn't work out. He couldn't stomach it. And so then he later went and shot her in the chest. And then he proceeded to discard the body by transporting it into a dumpster and destroying the vehicle.
Now, Mr. Quilles, were you surprised by what he told you?
Absolutely.
On December 20th, Joseph wrote his brother a heartfelt text, which the prosecutor reads in court.
I can't talk to you right now. I have to stay firm on my decision. What you told me isn't some joke or something you like about. So yes, I told the police because they needed to know. I'm sorry I have to do the right thing for that girl and her family, not the right thing for you and your selfishness. I hate to lose you, but I'd rather that the girl's family have some peace. If you're innocent, then you don't need to worry and they won't find her body. But if you're not, they're going to find her. And in that case, I already lost my brother.
Prosecutors argue Jonathan Quilles had also told his story to jailhouse informants, including an inmate who, ironically, Quilles met in a Bible study group.
Tell this jury what he said to you.
Told her. He pulled his gun out and shot her.
What, if anything, did he tell you with what he did with her once he shot her?
Once he shot her, he threw her body in the dumpster.
You shot her, how you killed her? You don't mind me asking, I'm just blunt. Yeah, I know. I know you don't really want to talk about it. It's all going to be able to get rid of the body.
See, I dumped garbage over at the landfill. It'll be buried under like 3 feet of garbage.
When the inmate had testified and we played that wire, we no longer had to say, this is what Jonathan Quilles said. Believe the state of Florida. It was listen to him himself.
You could watch the jurors' reaction of Jonathan on that wire and what he said and how he said it. You could literally watch the jurors change the entire demeanor of how they felt about the case. 8 out of the 12 jurors, almost in unison, turned their heads, looked right at us, and you could just read the look on their faces like, you're done.
Leave the jury found the defendant guilty of first-degree murder as charged in the indictment. Verdict count 2. Leave the jury found the defendant guilty of first-degree murder as charged in the indictment. Verdict count 3. We, the jury, find the defendant guilty of engaging in an act that constitutes sexual battery.
If he hadn't started talking, if he hadn't done that, there was more than enough reasonable doubt if his own words hadn't walked them through it for the state.
After almost 5 years of living and breathing IS's case, getting to know IS, seeing IS's picture every day in my office, the best words ever were heard: guilty.
As the case reaches the penalty phase, the question the jury will deliberate next is whether Jonathan Quilles should be sentenced to life in prison or death.
Jonathan Quilles is now a 2-time convicted murderer. Each of you know the horrendous facts that occurred in this case. Each of you did justice when you convicted the defendant beyond a reasonable doubt of premeditated murder of IS and the premeditated murder of IS's unborn child. And we'll ask you all to render a vote of death.
State of Florida did hope that they would come back and recommend death. That's why we sought it to begin with, given the totality of the evidence in this case.
The defense had hoped for a different outcome.
We're asking you to save his life. Does he deserve it? You probably don't think so. But is there something there worth saving? Is there something there that would make you all come back and say life without the possibility of parole is appropriate? We were able to put on witnesses, his
Under our roof, they're free to dream big. Because we're here to help protect the dreams. Bundle life and save up to 25% on
his family, a psychologist that evaluated him, to humanize him, really, at the end of the day, to make it so that you could understand that this is a life worth saving.
The jury is decisive once again.
We, the jury, find Jonathan Quilles should be sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole.
It was disappointing. However, we respect the process of our system, and ultimately we were just beyond ecstatic that they had found guilty verdicts.
When they came back for life, I just, that was the biggest sigh of relief. I really felt like at that point, that was the best thing that we could do for him as his attorneys, was to save his life. That was a huge win for us.
Ultimately, our judge did 3 consecutive life sentences. So, state of Florida, on behalf of IS, her unborn child, and the family, felt that justice had been served, the truth had been sought, and it had been seen.
Yeah, that's like
Wearing a t-shirt bearing the name of Ayanna's unborn daughter, Hazel, her mom reflects on her loss.
Ayanna was full of life and wanted to do so many things. She wanted to be a pediatrician. I thought about being a lawyer. To my mom, she was going to be a lawyer because she could talk her way out of almost anything. She was everything you could ask for in a daughter. We were so close. She was my first love.
It was a case that was beyond different than anything I had experienced as a prosecutor. You get to know IS through her death. You get to know her unborn child. You get to know her family. She is a part of me.
I would never hear her say, I love you. I would never receive another FaceTime from her while I'm at work. I thank God for the 16 years that I was able to spend with her. Until we meet again, I love you forever.
Yes, the jury found the right person accountable. However, IS is forever gone. Not only just forever gone, she's forever 16.
Every murder is a tragedy, but there's something especially heinous and cruel about the taking of a young life. And that is underscored by the fact that Ayanna and her unborn daughter were murdered by a trusted member of their own family.
All right, y'all. We done made it through. Been on here for almost 2.5 hours. 2:23 to be exact. Ooh, child. That last case, it annoyed me because if y'all would have really seen the other one, yes, it's a very sad case, Miss Lynn. It is. You know, especially like he didn't groom them girls. I'm not too sure. I forgot how long it was that he had groomed them, you know, but unfortunately with Ayana, she felt for she started to have feelings for him and stuff like that. Like her whole mental state about the whole situation was very sad, you know. I don't even want to go into the testimonies and the trial and stuff like that. But if y'all interested, we'll do it another day. But I definitely, that stuff boils my skin. That case right there, it boils my skin because he was just like he didn't care at all. Period. It was like, okay, whatever it is, y'all can say whatever it is y'all saying, but he was so nonchalant. He just thinking like it don't matter, y'all can prove it. Like he was just very confident about every single thing. Oh, that trial. Oh my God. Like Miss Lynn, them trial videos. I mean, they are about 3 hours. You got some that's 3 hours, some that's 8 hours. It's like 5 hours. The trial is very, 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 very long. So I do want to get some insight on that story. So I'll probably look into that later on this evening. Because I pretty much got my content together for the next couple of times that I go live. So yeah, I'll probably have some time to be able to look through them, look through that trial because they are very long, very long. But that really gives you an insight, the real insight on the story because it's going into details of stuff, you know, into the mind of it. So yeah. Break up the trials. Okay, Britt, I got you. They do have it to where you can break it up. And I do have a few of them. As far as like you just basically getting a small part of the point of certain things, like certain points of the mom, about the trial, certain points of the suspect about the trial, like it is certain points. It's probably like 5 minutes on that video and another one probably like 2 minutes and stuff like that. So they do have those. And then they actually have the testimony of the sister and stuff like that, her personal testimony. I do have that one saved. I just haven't reviewed it myself. But yeah, we can actually do that. I'll let's see, probably next time I go live, we can actually go through that. We can do that right there. I'll add it in, with the rest of the content, and it'll just be a small part of the segment. And we go from there. But I enjoyed y'all, like for real. I'm preheating my oven and getting ready to put my meatloaf in. I need to go ahead and throw some clothes on because I got to go to the store, go grab me some mashed potatoes because we are out of regular potatoes. So I'm going to go grab me some mashed potatoes. And then I'm going to have some, I think I'm going to do corn on the cob with it. I haven't had any corn on the cob in a while, so I'll probably do some corn on the cob to eat with it. Yep. Thank you, my bread. Cancer say, Mel, if you have time, can you go live Friday and Saturday night? I definitely will. I got you. Because I know you be working, child. I know. I got you. But I'm about to what y'all cooking tonight? What y'all having for dinner? Like it's my little off day. I'm trying to enjoy my little off day. Like I don't have time. I just want to sit back and just chill. I know I'm gonna do a little cleaning around the house. You know, go ahead and mop up everywhere, and fold up some clothes, and I didn't already press my hair out. I washed it and everything. Thank you, Miss Lynn. I washed it last night, and then when I started right before I started my live, I had just blow dried it. And while I was doing it when I started my live, I had pressed everything out and straightened it out. So now I done put my meatloaf together. That's gonna go in the oven. I'm gonna throw some on, go ahead and go to the store real quick and go grab me some mashed potatoes. And hey, it is what it is. I'll be sitting up here just I got some leftover mac and cheese too, Britt. Definitely. I love when Troy make his mac and cheese. Child, I mean, when a man be cooking, girl, that's the best feeling ever. That is the best feeling ever. Don't have to be sitting up here cooking and doing nothing, child. And then it be good. Lord, I am in heaven. But yes, it is some leftover mac and cheese left. So I might even eat some of that. For real. She said, I'm eating leftover mac and cheese, spinach casserole, and oven baked tilapia. I never been a big fan of tilapia. And I had some that was baked. It tastes pretty good, but I guess it just don't go too good with my stomach, I guess. So the fish that I normally eat, I'm going outside, y'all, so y'all probably hear it, a little traffic. But the fish that I normally eat is catfish and perch are my main ones to go to. So I hope it's not that bad, y'all. It's not that bad, is it? Leftovers is good the next day. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Leftovers is a person's best friend. Hmm. Sometimes, I literally, like Troy always sit up here and say, like, oh, I cook so much food. Every time I cook too much. I cook too much. So normally when I cook, or if me and him cook, even when they have to do Sunday dinner or whatever, we'll take both of our moms, a plate or whatever, and I'll take my daughter a plate and stuff like that. He'll take his sister a plate and stuff, but it just be like, I don't know. I came from a big family, so I'm just really learning how to cook in small portions. So it's a little challenge for me, but it's all good. Miss Lynn say she don't like leftovers, and I got two kids that no, one of my kids don't like leftovers. Yeah, my son, he don't like leftovers, child. I don't understand. Leftovers are the best thing because it didn't had time to marinate all the flavors, like it had marinated, and it comes to, you know, uh, oh, child, everybody need to go on. What time is it? It's 8 o'clock. Okay. I'm like, it's normally too much on traffic right now, but yeah, them flavors get a chance to marinate and everything. Like it be fine. It always tastes better the next day. Especially when they got to do with stuff with pasta. And I gotta make me some chicken Alfredo too, y'all. Like I've been going on this little Alfredo thing. So TikTok got this thing going on with Domino Pizza. They got their little trend going on. Y'all know I tried it, right? It was good though. That was my first time like ever really doing a little trend that's going on TikTok, but it was good. So this is the trend. The trend is with Domino's Pizza on TikTok is you get a handmade pan pizza, and you get the white sauce. You can either get I think it's garlic, um, garlic sauce, or you can get Alfredo sauce instead of the tomato sauce. But any type of white sauce that they have, and then with along with the white sauce, you get your toppings is extra cheese, and then you get the Philly cheese steak meat, or you can get whatever cheese, whatever meat that you desire. But they trend is the Philly cheese steak meat and bacon. So what I got instead of the Philly cheesesteak meat, I got the Italian sausage and the bacon. Oh my God, it was so good, y'all. It was so good. I mean, it was so good. I should have took a picture of it, but I didn't. It looked so good. It tastes good. So I know that it's something that I will get again, and I will try it again. I'm gonna give myself a couple of days because I just did it. I just had it like a couple of days ago, so I will give myself a couple of more days, whatever, and then I'm gonna try it again, child. But I am gonna give me some ingredients. Go get my ingredients for me some chicken Alfredo. That I am gonna do. I make my Alfredo from scratch. And Britt say I freeze the rest. When I get tired of eating it, I put it in the freezer. In gallon bags, not the gallon bags, Britt. Not the gallon bags, child. But I feel you though. I feel you. Like we be trying to get rid of stuff because we already know if we will go back and eat some, probably maybe the next day or whatever. But after that next day, 9 out of 10, it'll just be sitting there. It'll literally just be sitting there. So it's either we give it away or it's going to the garbage. So to pretty much just avoid it from going in the garbage because we both don't like throwing food up in the damn garbage like that at all. But don't y'all hate when you sit up here and even though okay, I'm just gonna use spaghetti for an example, right? So if you make a pot of spaghetti, right, you probably made a little bit more because you want to be able to eat some the next day, or take some with you or whatever. But that one particular pot, don't you get mad when you don't make enough? It'd be so good that you be mad that you did not even make enough, child. And you wish you didn't sit up there and made, a bigger pot than what you actually made. And I think that's like where my mentality be when I be sitting up here cooking, when I make like bigger portions than I need to, is because I be thinking like, man, I know this gonna be fat. Like I'm confident as hell. Like I know this gonna be good. This gonna be good right here, child. I'm gonna make sure I'll be able to come back and get me some. But by the time I done ate some for the first 2 days, like it's over with. I don't want no more. But if I make a smaller pot, I be like, dang, I wish I done sit up there and made a bigger pot. That was fat. Heck no. Mm-mm. Y'all still up in here with me. Shoot, I could have played something else. Y'all, I got some time today, child. I'm trying to tell you. I got into let me see. I got 1 more hour left. And then I'm gonna have to get up off of here because I don't want the store to close on me. But I got 1 more hour left. Britt say if you flatten it out, it saves time when you put it in the freezer. It's more room to put other things in your freezer. Yeah, that's what we do all the time. All the time, Britt. Do the same thing as far as like with ground beef or anything else. Like you flatten it out as best as you can, and you lay it flat. Oh yeah, it definitely reserve room. It definitely do. You ain't lying about that, boo. At all. At all. I might play one more for y'all. For real. Let me see. I think I probably got oh, I got one, y'all. I got one. Well, we could just go on TikTok real quick. Y'all want to go on TikTok? Or I could do another video. It don't even matter. But I do got one that I just seen about these little young girls I had came across yesterday. I mean, do y'all know these young folks? They crazy for real. Like I don't know what the hell. I don't know what type of demons they got up in them. What they fighting. None of that stuff. But these young folks is insane. They are crazy. I mean, whatever spirits they got going on up in them, child. I mean, they are spirits of they got all this fighting spirit going on within them. I mean, just looking at them just be making me tired. Seriously, they be making me tired. For real, they do. They be making me tired, y'all. They got too much going on. They got too much going on. These folks be losing their mind. I got you, Britt. I'm looking for one right now because I'm about to go back up in this house. I'm gonna have to put this laptop on charge. It's talking about I got 20% left. Like, all right, I got it. I got you, Britt. But let me see. I want to get a good one though, a real good one, because I'm ready to cuss out the screen at this point. That last video that we just got done watching, I'm literally like, I'm ready to cuss out the screen. Cause I'm about tired of these folks just doing stuff and think, like we was born yesterday and we ain't got the mind of a fifth grader or some shit. Like seriously, I'm over it. These people be out here doing a whole damn most. For real. Me getting on my last nerve. Be getting on my last nerve. Okay, so here go one. Got this grown ass man refusing to leave his mama house. What? Why are you there anyway, sir? Child, here we go. This is what I be talking about. This is what I be talking about. For real. You a grown ass man. If you don't get up off your mama couch, child, mama tired of your ass.
You're not going over here to talk to her. I just told you. Hey, mama. Hey, mama. Hey, mama.
Mama, face ass.
They try to lock me up, man. I'm in my house. I'm in your house. They try to lock me up. Okay.
Mama tired of your ass.
So the son, he getting out of control. But it seems like he don't live there. She just lives there. And he running her blood pressure up because he talking about some money missing, or maybe some people stealing some money, or maybe he getting cut out of the loop or something. He feel like they taking from her. And now he's talking about he don't live here. If he leaves, she need to give him some money to go home. All this crazy stuff.
Girl, he look like he about going on 60 years old. Mama, child.
And he trying to kick us out and stuff. I'm like, man, we're not leaving now. So he's kind of acting out of control. But he don't live here, and she want him to leave because she said that her blood pressure stuff will go to her. But he's like, this is my mom. I'm taking care of her. People here are taking advantage of her. So we're waiting on ambulance. They'll be here shortly. But we're probably going to try to get her to the hospital and get him out here. Like that. All right. Oops, my bad.
You don't want the whole world to know how sick you are. This girl can cause a lot of problems for us. You've gone too far. What did you do? No.
There you go. There we go.
What about me? No money. Give my mom out. And then number two. Hold on, let me tell you something. My mama is responsible for her own goddamn ass. I'm thinking about it. My mama got a little old. Thinking about it. The whole thing is.
Child look like he be drinking that night train. Leave that 211 alone, child. Baby. The hell? Get your ass up out your mama house, child.
Ain't nobody back there come and they take that there my mama insurance. He got that no about that mama got that fucked up got that man.
Well, they're taking her to the hospital so she could get checked out.
Okay.
So could you just relax, let them take care of her so that way, because right now you're just making things worse for her, okay? So if it's your mom, you need to do the responsible thing. Just sit down, let them do their jobs, okay? No, listen. So just let them do their jobs, okay? Don't get her out. Do you live here?
No.
Where do you live?
I said the gate.
You live
But
where?
you know what I'm saying? I said the gate.
Okay. How did you get here?
What you mean?
How did you get here?
How I got here?
Yeah.
I can't hear because my mama called
No,
me.
how did you get here?
My mama called me.
No, like, did you
No, sir. No, I'm saying anybody. Because my mama is in the age. My mama called me and said, I wish you had them here to okay, my sister got them put me here. Okay, my sister got them on tour in that house. I'm saying, my thing here, I don't do it. I have my own place. I got everything I need.
I got you.
Hold
Well,
on.
look.
No,
This is what we need to do.
Listen. No, she left my mom. So think about it. I'm gonna let you go down there and enjoy yourself because you took back. You want me to enjoy myself with my mama, but at the same time, my mom.
Your mama called the police on your goofy ass. Get your drunk ass on some damn well, child. Jesus take the wheel. Look at him, child. He a old school gangster for real, child.
Mama is weak, but at the same time, I ain't gonna just leave my mama. Oh, no, right there.
Okay, well,
that's obvious.
Listen, they're trying to take her to the hospital so she can get care.
Okay.
I understand you've been drinking today, but look, you just need to sit down and let them do their job. Right now, you're stressing her out more than she already is.
Yes, sir.
So all you have to do is sit down, and that's it.
You don't take care of me. Stand on. I live by myself over the time.
When she goes to the hospital, where are you going tonight when she goes?
Exactly. Mama tell his ass, you don't take care of me. Get your ass on up out of here. I'm getting on my damn nerves. Leave that shit alone. Take your ass home.
To the hospital. Yeah. Are you going to go back home?
Take care of her, please. Don't want to make my house.
She called his ass a devil. Get your ass up out of there. Mama's tired. Shit, she's sick of him. She's sick of him.
I'll talk to him for you, man.
She's take care of her.
I don't want to live with you. I don't live with me.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah.
I'm Officer Hale. I'll talk to him for you so that way you can relax.
Shoot, he definitely look like he about a good 60 years old. So mama gotta be a good 80. She probably a good 80 years old. And she's sitting up there. Mama got a big old butt. Oh yeah. Mama butt bigger than mine, child.
I don't want you to have to stress out, okay? That way these gentlemen here can take care of you. So I'll talk to him for you so that way you don't have to stress. So that way these gentlemen here can take care of you. And the ambulance is going to be here soon for you, okay? But I'll talk to him.
If you have nobody to go home, and I get in my
You might have to help her go home.
and talking to me and get mad and baby boy and all of that. I don't need that. I don't need nobody. I feel like peace and quiet. Now I'm up here enjoying waiting to 12 and all this come up. But that person go up. And
his shit.
Now that I'm coming down, he ain't gonna stop talking. If he at him, I'm not gonna get no peace. And I'm tired. I'm not getting.
She say she not gonna get no peace. Get that sucker up out my house, damn it.
I'm used to that. I do my own cooking. I clean my house. I clean my house myself.
Oh, she say she clean her house herself. So, baby, you ain't doing nothing to come up in there taking mama peace. If she could kick your ass, she'd kick your ass herself. She's sick of them.
I don't know nobody up here but Dollar. And the only person in the elected downstairs, she just didn't know me because I don't know what was in the downstairs back. And I'm using that type of life, you know.
Last time I was out here, he tried to tell me how to do my job and all that. Wow. There's somebody upstairs. I don't know, something about people disrespecting her, and I said, well, they didn't do anything illegal. You're gonna do this, you're gonna do that.
I think I'm glad. If I hear the February 16th, I'll be 84 years old.
Oh, she said she'll be 84 years old, y'all. February 16th. Child, she gonna 84 his ass if he don't get up out of y'all. Get that damn ninja up out of mama house. She everybody mama at this point. But now I feel some type of way.
You ought to do me the 84 year old people can do what I do and can't see and be not here at age. Most every time you gonna find them that can do it. And because I feel a peaceful, quiet life. I'm just not recovering. And I already did giving me back. And he had a bad day. That's why I don't want to make my mistake. I don't want to live with nobody.
Sorry, I had to come back up. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, we didn't make it.
Get your ass on. Go. Get on up out of there. Child, I wish I was there. Get your ass up out of there.
I'll talk to you in here. I'll talk to you in here.
You won't get there until my
mama sick of your ass.
Somebody gonna take care of it. I got my own property. I got the apartment, got them car and everything. I'm paralyzed.
Well, take your ass.
My mom came when got there. They got them on over there.
She ain't call you.
Killed or something. I'm broke. Then they got them brother, my sister on got that city and got them built my mom over there. I come over yesterday. She called me today. Call me now. No goddamn well. Yeah.
So you trying to say mama sit up there and just laugh? She just said she ain't call your ass over there.
I don't got no money about that. I got that shit right here.
So you said you got your own house and all that good stuff?
I got my own goddamn apartment house and everything.
So
no.
So you gonna try to get over there after we leave from here tonight?
Oh yeah.
You gonna call somebody to pick you up?
Oh yeah.
Could you go ahead and call them? Could you go ahead and call them?
No, I'm trying to call them now.
No, yeah. Could you go ahead and call them if you do something?
I'm trying to go through the phone now. Try to get somebody to come get me. You know, like that man, anything like that about what mom to my name.
Well, there's good and bad times to talk about people owe you money. No, listen. So there's good and bad times to talk about people owe you money. Right now is not a good time, okay? You've been drinking, she going through some stuff. Just stop. Listen. No, listen. You see like what you're doing? She's 84, man. All you got to do is calm down. They're trying to help her. They can't help her if you keep being like this.
Somebody help what? Somebody help what?
They're trying to.
I'm almost dead, man. Somebody help me and all that. I know everything about what's going on with my mom.
Well, you're not being helpful.
No.
Try to bring up money somebody owes you and acting outrageous.
Nobody no money about nobody owes me. My thing is right here. When I give it a leave, I'm gonna leave. Get what, man? You see all the right here? All the right here. What about my mom? All the way here.
No, you gonna get your ass up out of there today. Get your ass up out of there. Go to your fake ass apartment. I'm sick of you already. I'm sick of you for mama.
It's my stuff.
Okay. You ready?
So what I'm saying, all the right there. When I get
What, you ready to take your stuff and leave?
Oh, no. When I get my ride, sir.
Well, you say you got your own house, and you say you're ready to leave.
When I get my ride,
but all you're doing here is
when I
causing
get my
problems.
ride, sir, I'm paralyzed. I don't have no ride. Ain't no jersey.
Why aren't you trying to call somebody?
That's the most mobile. Get your ride. Call them up.
Huh?
Call up the person that's gonna give you a ride.
Oh, no. You know what I'm saying? I've been trying to get my ride in the city. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Well, she's going to the hospital. She doesn't want you to stay here. So.
You know what?
So she's going to the hospital. She doesn't want you to stay here. So you're gonna get your ride, right?
She said what?
She's going to the hospital and
Sure.
doesn't want you to stay here. So when she leaves, you have to leave as well. So you gonna use the phone?
Hey, Mom. Hey.
You gonna get a ride at the moment.
Look.
Hey.
Get on, come over here.
Hold on, no.
Look.
Hey, they
Stop.
tell me I got to wait. Hold on, man.
Can you come over here?
My mama know when I get a ride, but
Relax.
So look.
Hey.
He's so aggressive. Like this is ridiculous. He go ahead on, child.
Either you can call somebody.
Hey.
Come over here.
But you got to put your hand all on me like that,
So
baby.
either you can call somebody to pick you up, or I'm taking you to jail because she wants you to leave and you're not trying to leave. So which one do you want to do? Would you rather?
That's all you want to do.
Do you rather go?
That's all.
She already said.
At my mama.
I already know what she wants.
At my mama.
Oh, it look like he on drugs too, y'all. Y'all see that mouth movement, child? It look like he might be on drugs too. It may not just be alcohol.
So you can ask that phone.
I gotta get away. I gotta get away. I'm nowhere though. I gotta get away. I'm nowhere.
You see that phone?
No. So you gotta wait. You gotta wait. You gotta wait to get a ride.
Yelling at. If you keep, I'm telling you this. If you keep yelling at her, you're just gonna go to jail.
Hey.
I
Let that man know that I gotta get me a ride. I'm nowhere. Let that man know I gotta get a ride.
We know that. You said it. Call the ride.
You see this phone right there? Use it.
I'm just saying, use it.
The phone that you've been using, use it.
Hey.
She say she's tired. Y'all hear? She say I'm tired. She too old to be going through this type of shit. Like for him to be as old as he is, he should be ashamed of himself. Seriously.
Hey.
You're not going. If you try to, if you go back over there, you're going to jail. I just want you to.
These folks out there, hey, don't tell me.
Look.
Hey, they trying to lock me up, though. They trying to lock me up for no reason. Do not tell me, man. Do not tell me, man. You got them folks, everybody got that know it. Blah, blah, blah. Do not tell me,
You see
man.
how you were using the phone before?
Do not, hey, don't tell me.
Then you need to call somebody now.
Got them, but no, got them, better got
You need to call somebody now or get to walking.
They got them finna walk, no goddamn.
So I'm gonna make this real simple for you, okay? When the ambulance gets here and she gets out of that door, the second she crosses that threshold, if you're not right behind her, you're going to jail. Simple as that. So either you use this phone or get ready to go to jail.
Period.
One of the two are gonna happen. Where are you going to?
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, I can talk to my mom.
You're not going over here to talk to her to make her angry again. I just told you.
Hey, mama. Hey, mama. They talking about locking me up, you know what I'm saying?
You don't want to lock you up.
They talking about locking me up. Hey, do not put your hand.
You're just
Don't put your hand on me, man.
Well, wise up and use the phone.
They talking about do not touch you. Hey.
You need to be locked up, Ninja. I'm sick of you myself.
Hey, mama.
She's harder.
Hey.
I'm sick of them myself already. We only 13 minutes. This video 32 minutes. I'm sick of them already. Look out. Look at his face. Look out. Damn it.
Want him to leave when
Hey, let them both right there.
Stop and listen.
Man, hey, get your hands. Hey, do not touch me, son.
Can you listen?
Do not touch me, son.
Can you listen?
Do not touch me, son. Hey, mama. Hey, they try to lock me up, man. I'm in my house. I'm in your house. They try to lock me up. I'm in your house.
Went out the window.
Hey.
You don't have to quiet it.
Okay. Tell them both to leave me alone right now.
Can you listen?
Hey.
Stop talking and go in there.
Just arguing where.
Tell them both to leave me alone.
Go to bed.
You can have a seat. Hang on.
Hey, so
hold on. We're trying to see if she wants you to stay here.
So you got
Can you wait?
You got no big goddamn touch me.
God.
When she going to hospital, that's probably the most peace that she probably ever get. She probably go to the hospital just to get her peace, child. She got to be bothered with this fool all the time. Lord have mercy. Oh, Lord.
Dang.
She wants you to leave. No. He gonna go home.
We got to get your hey, mama. Hey, mama. Hey.
Use the phone.
Tell them both to not touch me.
Look, she said leave. Hey, I want you to have a seat, okay? Here's your option. We'll figure out a way. You ain't got to worry about that. The seat behind you. You call a friend or an Uber. He just might get you right out. Don't worry about him.
Hey, mama. Hey, mama. Hey. Hey, tell them both to not touch me. I'm in my own house.
This is your house. It's her house. We've covered that. You hope you're calling somebody because you're disturbing this entire building with the way you're going. So your options are to call someone to get you out of here right now, or I'm about to arrest you. Listen, you're gonna go home. That's fine.
I don't want help, but I don't think you call it. Nobody get home. They help me.
Hey, mom. Hey. I got that.
Go in there, go to bed, bro.
Oh, no. There's somebody that don't put their hand on me.
No.
I don't got that bitch putting her hand on me, but.
Mama don't give a damn. She say go to jail. She don't give a damn. You go to jail, you can go to hell. But what the hell you is going to do is get the hell up out of here. You ain't going to stay up in here. You going to get your ass up out of here. I don't care where you go, but you're going to get the hell up out of here. Tell her, mama.
My son got another problem. I want to beat up.
You're so worried about the wrong things.
And then he go in there.
Can you have a seat, please?
And he go like he'll never bring home. And then wheelchair tomorrow. With his wheelchair. He ain't got no way to get around out there nowhere in a wheelchair. I have to take care of my son too.
No, you take care of yourself.
He go to mental health.
We'll take care of him. We're gonna take care of you too. Get you to the hospital. I said we're gonna take care of you. Don't worry about him. He'll be okay. We'll take care of him too.
Hey, mama. Hey, mom. Hey. Do you want these police to be in your house? Hey, do you want these police to be in your house?
No, she wants your ass up out her house, damn it.
She didn't call us. They did.
Hey, do you want? Hey, no, I'm sorry. You got the police in your house. Hey, all these folks out there going to your house.
Yeah, it's okay. You can just sit back down.
All these people got your house, mama. Hey, mama. Hey, mama.
Oh my God.
Let them folks out there.
You're done. It's called disorderly conduct.
No, stand back up. Like you wanna keep moving.
Hey, mama. Hey, mama. Hey, mama, they like me up. Hey, they got that blood milk. They like milk. Hey.
Oh my
mama.
God.
Hey, mama, they like him up for no reason.
Yeah, it's got plenty of reasons.
Hey, they like him up for no reason. Hey. Hey.
Oh, she's sick of him, y'all. He just got up under my skin, y'all. For real. I take care of the elderly. I've been doing it for over 10 years. And if I would have ever seen this child, I mean, This bothers my spirit. I came across this video, but I never actually watched it. So this is my first time, just as well as y'all. But baby, he got one coming for him. He need to get it together. Get it together, sir.
Oh, yours? Oh,
Hey, hey, mama. Hey, they locking me up. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, you won't be out there about that. Hey, they lock goddamn me up. Hey, they locking me up. Hey, they locking me up for no reason.
Ma'am, back up.
Hey, mama. Hey, don't drink. Hey, don't drink on my mama. Hey, don't let that jump on my mama. Hey. It's all good. It's all good. Hey.
Quit yelling.
Oh, hey, y'all ain't no goddamn yelling. Yeah,
My God.
But you better believe it. And that's my brother in the world.
So I'm going to therapy. When I found out about BetterHelp, I was so stoked because I was finally going to be able to
He can, hey, his ass right in that damn cell. Sleep it off, buddy.
Yeah, now they say you got them stand up, got them mom. Yeah. I don't got them talking about no goddamn watch some damn way. And then they one leg pop up, man. Grab me, fun. Grab me. Yeah. Got that in there, them jumping on goddamn mom. But hey, they ain't got that jumping on goddamn mom. They jumping on my mom. Yeah. Damn right. We got them children, man. I don't got that. Do what that we don't want to do.
We don't want to do anything. You made us.
We
try to get you to talk.
Man, you got them out your goddamn mind, man.
I mean, not to warn.
But there ain't no goddamn one. But man, fuck you mean? Y'all got them, y'all don't got them, my mom, you got them, everybody there know my mom. Hey, cat there. Y'all got them, y'all don't got them, y'all, my mom. What you got there, somebody, look what I'm saying? You got that dragon, you nigga, man. Go in on, look, what you talking about?
We're behind you.
Right now, man, go ahead on all this.
They tried to be nice.
Whatever, son, man, whatever, nigga. Whatever, man. We got that thing back, got y'all, man. We got them in the ball. Everybody dragging me. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, your ass right in that damn jail cell.
Hey. The jack in the blocker. Big blocker. Jack in the blocker.
Yeah. Hey, all you want right in that jail cell.
Jack in the blocker. And you got to do nobody that ain't got that somebody, you know what I'm saying? But you don't know, you really don't know. Big Jack in the blocker. Blind lady. We got them, go with you. Fuck that damn somebody. Yeah.
That one's good.
Yeah.
That one's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We got them, you all got them.
Mama.
Yeah, I know Mama tired of his ass.
Y'all with that, man.
Be still.
Y'all with that.
Real.
You want all this?
Yeah. No, I'm good on it. That's my mama shit. I got that got in. That's my mama stuff.
Look that way.
That's my mama. Ain't no goddamn do that.
Y'all, we 21 minutes into the video and we already tired of his ass. We already know Mama tired of his ass, child. For real. We only got 20 minutes of the doggone of his bull crap. I'm already tired.
That way you fucking somebody. Jack in the box. Big Jack in the box.
So if it's going to your mom's, I'll give them.
Yeah, right now, no, give him. Y'all mine right now. All my mama shit right now. What's your mind?
It's your mother.
No, I ain't never got that all that nigga. I think you don't got that jump, man. That my mama nigga.
Put your feet in the car.
Big Jack in the block. Big Jack in the block.
I don't know who's
What you talking about?
Yeah, around his neck. Is these your house keys?
Damn right.
Where do these keys
I'm
go
glad
to?
I'm saying.
Where do these keys go to?
You might get that key.
Where do they go to?
To the house.
Which
What you
house?
talking about?
This house?
Damn right. You know what I'm saying? I stay there. Fuck you talking about, you know what I'm saying? Tell me you got there, no, nigga, you know what I'm saying?
You just said you
No.
stay there.
Fuck you talking about. I stay there, got there,
Now
nobody got there.
put your
You
feet in
got
the
there,
car.
my key.
Put
I
your
ain't
feet in
did
the
nothing
car.
wrong. Jack in the block, right?
Get in the car.
Put your feet in the car.
No, give me key. Give me that key. I'm gonna got there, give a fuck, got there, what you do, got there. Got that fuck you talking about. Damn right, you gonna drop me on my mama too, nigga. I see you out there when you swung on here. Yeah, nigga. Fuck, nigga.
Just threaten me. He said when he sees me out there or something.
I can't even understand what you're saying.
I don't know what he's saying.
I don't know. These the keys to that apartment. I don't even know if he really lived there. Apparently not.
He said he did. He said he had his own place.
And the mama saying he don't live there.
Well, now she's all upset. So, all right, probably gonna have a use for us. Probably.
And they took
my opinion. Yeah. So everybody's come out for mom.
I did not hit nobody.
Can you walk on me, please?
I did not hit nobody. I
don't
did
want to have
not.
to use it because you're resisting right now. So I just need you to walk on me. All right, so this is
I did not hit nobody. Get my bag.
Would you be interested in collecting 5-figure paychecks for a few hours of work, helping me in your spare time from home? I'm a
This a different case, y'all. It's like 10 minutes left.
Your body cameras are on the recording.
No, sir.
Okay, the body camera are on the recording.
Yes, sir.
What's going on?
I don't know.
Why are you fighting people?
No, I'm not, sir.
Do you have an ID on you?
Yes, sir.
Can I see?
Can you see it, please? Can I speak to you? Yes, absolutely. Tell me what happened? We had a report that someone was drunk outside with drinking.
I just like to get home.
So security officer here.
Why were you fighting with the security?
No, sir.
Okay.
We went over and approached her, told her she had to started screaming across the whole parking lot from the store. This is a very modern. So I walked up to her and asked her if she was.
Do you need help with that? Here, let me take it.
Hey, y'all, this is a Karen video.
So you're struggling a little bit.
It said, it popped up on here and it said when Karen started fighting and then play dead. Child.
I'm fine, but I still got hit. So yes, she did, as well as another bag.
Huh? What's that?
And she had a chair thrown at her.
I like to walk away.
Well, you can't right now. We're doing an investigation. Okay. Apparently, you punched someone. They want to.
No, I didn't, sir.
Well,
No, I didn't, sir.
so
Had him come and then two other people came up off the
you're on a file.
and was trying to tell her like just leave.
You can't do that stuff.
She ended up
We're throwing chairs and stuff. You know.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry. But before
Hey, how's it going? Okay.
I saw her.
It's the hat for me, child. It is the hat for me.
In case if you're wondering.
when I was walking into the field.
I was watching, and she hit the box. Okay. I saw her.
I'm not proud. Sorry.
What do you want?
I'm not violent.
Well, you're not right now. And that's fine. That's great. Thank you for that. So, but we have to figure out what happened before we came here. You know, is this your current address?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Okay, just sit tight.
Okay, sir. Well, since I started my shift outside.
This is all your stuff, right?
Yes, I went to shopping. That's all I wanted to do.
How many drinks did we have today?
2.
Wow.
Are you driving?
No. Cab. That's what I'm waiting for.
Is that like the favorite number? Like, why everybody they get caught and the police ask them how they been drinking, how many drinks do you have? They always say 2, or I had a couple of beers. It's always 2 drinks or a couple of beers. That 2 be famous, boy, when they got to do with the police and they ask you how many drinks you had.
Just kill. That's it.
Smart choice.
And I don't understand this. I don't understand this. I don't understand
Well, we have several witnesses saying that you were throwing chairs, you were yelling, and you punched one of them. So
where's the chairs?
She said, "Where the chairs, child?"
yeah. Okay, so here's the thing, right? Because all of that happened, we have multiple independent witnesses. You're going to be under arrest for hitting someone, okay?
Look at the face.
So
Look at the face. Look at the face. Oh shit! How she gonna look confused though? The face with that hat, child.
we're going to go in the station. We're going to get you processed, and we're going to get you out of there from the station, okay? Okay. All right. Just come in the front. Just come in the front. Here, I'll take all.
What about all my things?
I'll take all of it. Don't worry about it.
What about all my stuff?
We'll take all of them.
Oh yeah. Ma'am, don't worry about the things.
Don't worry about the things. I'll pick them up. Leave them. Leave them.
This is not coming with you right now, man. We gotta keep that.
Wait, I gotta take my stuff.
No, I'll take the stuff in the car. I'll take everything.
Can you take everything?
I'll take everything. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
I just need you. We're gonna put this on you.
Okay. For what? For what?
It's for a battery.
You're under arrest, okay?
Who?
You hit somebody. You hit the store manager.
No, I didn't.
On the side of the head.
No, I didn't.
Well, you can argue that in court.
No, I didn't.
She lifted. She done had too many Bud Lights, baby. She drinking them Bud Lights, boy. She lift.
Listen.
No, I didn't.
Listen.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
You're gonna come with us.
I did not hit nobody.
Listen, hear me
I
out.
did not hit nobody.
Okay.
I did not hit nobody. I did not hit nobody.
I got you.
I did
So
not
right
hit
now-
no.
Right now, that's
I did not hit nobody. I
Child.
did not hit nobody. I did not hit no.
Ma'am,
Put
listen.
that on my stuff.
I'll get it. Listen to me. You can argue that in
I
court.
did not
I'm
hit
not a judge,
nobody.
okay?
I did not hit
Okay.
nobody. I did not hit nobody. I did not hit nobody. That's my back there. I did not hit nobody. I did not hit nobody. I did not.
Because you're resisting right now. I just need you to walk with me. All right. So this is.
I did not hit nobody. Get my bag.
We will.
It's empty. It's an empty bag. I'll take it.
Well, I guess she's trying to convince herself that she did not hit nobody.
I did not.
My partner said you can talk to the judge.
70.
No, there's no.
What did you say about the backpack?
The backpack has an open beer in it. Is leaking. She's kind of made a trail. I just don't want to get all over your car.
Good, thank you.
Love and Hip Hop Atlanta is dropping its first cast album.
I want to put this album together with real artists.
With new.
Not nobody.
I did not hit nobody. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
Okay, can we
No, I
stand you up
didn't.
again? Ma'am, listen. Listen, stand up and get in because you're gonna get a charge for resisting, okay? Do you want to do that? Because you can walk away from the station.
I didn't walk.
But listen, right now, let's get you in. Let's get you to sit down.
Nobody.
I got you. Let's get you to sit down, man. Can we get you to sit down?
I didn't hit nobody.
Okay.
I didn't
I
hit
got you.
nobody.
I got you.
I didn't hit nobody. I didn't hit nobody.
Can you sit down, please?
Brit, she ain't gonna be at the station long. They gonna process her in, probably let her sleep that stuff off. You know what I mean? Then they gonna let her out, and she just gonna have to go to court.
I'm gonna try to lift you on the
Sit up. Sit up. Lift the leg. Lift the leg. Bend the knee. Please bend the knee for me. Ma'am, sit up. Ma'am.
I didn't hit nobody. I didn't hit nobody. I didn't hit nobody.
I hear you.
I didn't
Sit
hit
up for me.
nobody. I didn't hit nobody.
It's okay.
I didn't hit nobody.
Let's sit down. Listen, we gotta get you to sit down. Okay,
come on.
See.
I didn't hit nobody. I didn't hit nobody. I didn't hit nobody. I didn't hit nobody. I didn't hit nobody.
Now we're just gonna document what
nobody.
some witnesses saw.
I didn't
I
hit
got you.
well, whatever.
Okay, that's fine. And you have your
Listen.
I didn't hit
Listen.
nobody.
Listen.
I didn't hit nobody.
Listen.
I didn't hit nobody.
Listen to
I
me.
didn't hit
Listen to
nobody.
me.
I didn't hit.
Listen to me.
I didn't hit nobody.
Child. So this pretty much it, y'all. It's got like a few seconds left.
I didn't hit nobody. I did.
Oh
I
no.
didn't hit nobody.
Okay, I'm done, Chad. I am done. I'm done, child. These folks out here is crazy, baby. Like, man, y'all funny too. For real. Oh, child. She ain't hit nobody. She say she ain't hit nobody. You got the 65-year-old mama's boy. Oh, and she say she ain't hit nobody. Child. Britt say she lost her freedom. Did she say the policemen were being really nice? Yeah, maybe because they was on camera. I don't know. But I be coming across some real nice policemen that be really doing their thing and doing their job, protecting and serving. You know, when they got to do with YouTube and stuff, when stuff is on camera, but when they got to do with real life and they, sometime it hit different. It is different sometimes. I ain't gonna even lie. I'm pretty sure we all have experienced, bad behavior, from the police. But the videos that I actually come up with, and that I see, I see pretty good behavior from them. Them actually doing the job that they supposed to do. So I can't do nothing but appreciate that, for real. Like, that's the way the jobs should be done. Seriously. Being unbiased and everything else, and just get the job done. Protect and serve. That's it. That's all. But y'all know we still got these other cases that's literally still pending from, different experiences from the police. It's crazy. But at the end of the day, they just as human as anybody else. We all are human. You know, can't call it. We all are human. So I don't know, y'all. What y'all want to do? I really just need to go over here to the store real quick and go grab my little mashed potatoes. Hopefully they got some. Like I know they don't. I'm gonna go here to Walgreens or whatever because I know they ain't got no bag of potatoes. I would have just preferred to just have, make some homemade mashed potatoes. So I'm gonna have to end up getting some instant and make it taste like my own. You know, that's it. That's all. Make it taste like it's homemade. Add my little chives to it, little milk, and probably make me some homemade bacon bits or something like that. A little cheese. I'll be buzzing. Be good. I'm gonna have some gravy with my meatloaf. Yes, ma'am. Eat that and be great. Probably find me a little movie or continue to keep looking at some little videos on TikTok and on YouTube. Or I can go ahead and probably start on my notes for my live for tomorrow. Either one. I got a lot of stuff I can do. Mop up some floors and everything else. Like it's always something to do. Like you could just never be bored. A person really can just never be bored. It's always something to do. And if you choose not to do it, then that's something different. But yeah. Yeah. Miss Lynn say that sounds good. Sounds good, meal. Meatloaf, mashed potatoes, some corn. Yeah. Some corn on the cob. Shoot, I might just do some broccoli. And I told you about the macaroni and cheese, that leftover macaroni and cheese. Child. I don't know. I'm on some fast stuff today. I'm hungry. I really ain't had nothing to eat though. It's 9:00 at night. I really ain't had nothing to eat. So I might have to probably make me a little small little sandwich or something just to take the edge off a little bit. Because I pretty much slept in today for quite some time until Troy went to work. When Troy went to work, and then I was just like, okay, let me get my butt up. And then I started working on my hair, and then I pretty much just went live. So, and I've been hanging out with y'all ever since then. So, yeah. I'll probably just make me a little small little sandwich just to get the edge off. And then once that food and stuff get ready, I will be ready to eat and test some stuff up. Find me a nice little movie. Probably find me a Lifetime movie or something. Run a mop over the floors. And I'll be done. Only thing I have to do is just, I got to clean this little deep fryer out. Because he wants some pork chops. I wanted meatloaf and he wanted pork chops. I just had pork chops yesterday. I made me and my mom a pork chop yesterday, so that's why I ain't eating no pork chops today. I had my pork for the week, and I really don't eat pork like that, y'all. The only pork I eat is I love my pork ribs, my bacon, and pork chops. That's it. That's the only pork I eat, and I don't eat it often. Probably about maybe 2-3 times out the month. At the most, 2-3 times out the month that I will eat my pork. My bacon, I'm not taking my bacon away from nobody because I will wake up and make me a bacon sandwich real quick. That will be my quick fix breakfast and I'll be straight. I don't care. I use one piece of bread, fry me a few pieces of bacon, fold that bread over, and that's my small little breakfast. Have me a cup of coffee or drink me some iced tea and I'm great. I'm great. I'm not getting rid of my bacon for nothing in the world. I done tried to eat some turkey bacon. I'm just not a fan of it. I don't mind it. But if I literally have like my taste for bacon, it has to be pork bacon. Has to be. My ribs, you know, every once in a while. I say at least probably once out the month, I would like my ribs. I gotta have me some ribs. My pork chops, you know, probably twice out the month that I will have pork chops. So I didn't already had pork chops twice already. I had some yesterday, and then we had pork chops maybe about a week or two ago. So I didn't have my pork for the month. It's a wrap. The month about to be over with anyway. Britt say Queen Step made some spaghetti. It looks so good. I will have to watch the replay. I love bacon, and I haven't had no pork chops in a long time. Yes, girl. I have it like twice out the month. You know, ain't no telling for. I've been having my little bacon, having a taste for bacon for quite some time lately. For I don't know, it just came randomly, and I'm like, here we go, bacon again, child. But that's really like my to go to. It really is. My bacon sandwich. Have me some jelly, child. It's over with. Miss Lynn said, I don't eat pork chops very much. I like beef ribs. Okay, yes, they are expensive, Miss Lynn, but they are good, and you really gotta like be careful the way you cook them beef ribs. Can't be messing around with them like that. They are expensive though. They are. They beef ribs are good too. They are delicious. Any type of ribs though, I love. I love. As long as they on the grill, I'm good. I love them. It's the grill factor for me. I love grilling. Do you boil ribs? No, I don't boil ribs at all. I do not like my ribs go from the kitchen counter once they season to the grill. I don't like no boiled ribs at all. Like it's other ways that you can tenderize ribs. You know, I don't. That's why I really don't even, like to purchase ribs up in a restaurant that I haven't had before yet, because a lot of restaurants sit up there, they boil their ribs before they actually put them on the grill, and you can taste the difference. You can definitely taste the difference and know the difference from a rib being boiled and then placed on, the grill or a smoker, versus is going straight to the grill, you know, charcoal grill or whatever. Like I just love the charcoal taste. Straight to the grill. Straight to the grill. Ain't no pre-boil, no none of that. Do you Miss Lynn say no, Brie? I don't. Yeah, Miss Lynn, it's going straight to the grill. Now I've had baked ribs before. You know what I mean? Baked ribs, that can be good. That's good. You know what I mean? Like had you get your little slab of ribs, season the same way you would season it before you put it on the grill. You bake them, and then you take them out at a certain time, and you baste it with whatever sauce that you want to do, put on there, and then you put it back in, and you take it back out again, and then you baste it again with some more sauce, child. Now we can do some baked ribs. I just don't do the boil, but we'll do some baked ribs. They be off the chain now. Be off the chain. That'll be a good idea one day too. We definitely went to the store and got some more ribs. But see, he the type of person that he don't even care, y'all. Like, girl, he'll be sitting up here. He the type that'll sit up here and barbecue while it's snowing outside. My type of man. He don't care how the weather is. If that's what he want, that's what he want to do. He gonna barbecue. Right? It's snowing outside, honey. It wouldn't even matter. And Britt say, I don't like ribs. I like hamburger hot dogs. So good on the grill. Yes, it is good. I just love grilling. I love grilling. I wouldn't have got myself my own little small little picnic grill. So whenever I really want to taste for something, on the grill, I don't have to actually wait on him because he got his own little, he got the main grill, the big dude got the main grill, and then I went and got me a little small little picnic grill or whatever in case I wanted something like basically on the grill. It'd be so good, especially them homemade hamburgers, child. Be so good. Hot dogs, that's really the only time I really can eat some hot dogs like that. My hot dogs have to be beef, but if I have to eat like a regular hot dog, it'll have to be on the grill. Seriously. Be so good. Miss Nancy, I have to have a taste for a hot dog. Yeah, me too. For real. Definitely have to have a taste for a hot dog. But it's like when it's on the grill, you get it's like it bring a whole total different type of flavor to the entire hot dog. But we only buy beef hot dogs at the end of the day though. Even though he would eat both, but if I have to eat a hot dog, it have to be a beef hot dog. But we've been buying these beef ballpark hot dogs lately, and they are delicious. They are delicious. And I'm not even really a hot dog type of person. I eat a Polish, but I'm not a hot dog type of person. Britt say, what are y'all fixing for Labor Day? Child, when Labor Day? I can't keep up with Labor Day. All these doggone holidays, like for real. Y'all gonna make me late. I'm gonna end up forgetting my stuff. If y'all want me to come back, let me know. If y'all want me to come back, I'll come back. Let me go get my stuff. Miss Lynn say, when I do eat a hot dog, it has to be a chili dog. Okay, I hope it's homemade chili, Miss Lynn. The bomb. Chili cheese hot dog. Terry say Mr. Troy would grill even the wind be blowing very hard. It don't matter. If that's what he want to do, Terry, he gonna start that grill. He gonna start that grill. I've seen it. Like, it don't matter what the weather is. He gonna start that grill. For real. Yep. It's snowing outside. He wants some barbecue. We gonna start that grill. Yeah. It be done. It ain't, it's really not like you. It's just me and him. So, no matter what we cook, it's really just not gonna take that long. No more than probably like a couple of hours, depending on what we cook. So, definitely not gonna sit up here and waste no charcoal, just to put some some small stuff on the grill when he grill, because he ain't gonna mess with my little bitty little picnic grill. He gonna start that big grill. So definitely gonna have to put some ribs on there. So you already know how long the ribs pretty much take. We'll put a slab on there, and I think he just got some stuff to make some shish kebabs, some beef shish kebabs. So that's gonna be on the menu next time he grill. And I think I'm gonna throw some corn on the cob on there. I'm gonna pre-cook the corn on the cob, like boil them first, let them get nice and tender, and then I'm gonna just probably put like some butter or whatever, and then I don't know, maybe some little Parmesan cheese a little bit, and just put them on the grill, let it get the little bark on there. Probably do that. Do something different whenever he decides to do those shish kebabs. Labor Day is Monday, child. It wouldn't even matter what day. It wouldn't even matter because me and him gotta work, Brett. Either way it go, me and him gotta work. Yeah, it wouldn't even matter. But I'm glad you told me because that just let me know that I get paid time and a half. Hey, hey. Miss Lynn say, I'll be at work for the holiday. Yep, me too, Miss Lynn. We both will be at work. Terry say he will even grill by the volcano. Terry. You know Troy don't give a damn shit. He ain't got no fear in his heart for shit at all. He don't give a damn. Only thing stop him from doing anything is him just being tired and just don't want to do it. That's it. That's the only thing stop that man from doing anything. Not no headache, not no nothing. Nothing. I promise he'll have a backache, a stomach ache. He could be running off. It don't even matter. He's still taking his ass to work. Ain't nothing gonna keep him from going to work, baby. At all. If he want to grill, he is gonna grill. Whatever he want to do, he's gonna do it. Either way it go. Britt say she got to work too. Oh, okay, Britt. Well, everybody got to work. Britt say that sounds good, meal grilled corn on the cob. Yeah, child, got to try it out. I had it before. It's just been a while since I've had it. Yeah. And I haven't did my twice baked potato. I got some shrimp up in there, so next time I get some baked potatoes, I might do a twice baked potato with shrimp, broccoli, cheese, and homemade bacon bits. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Next time when we go back to the store and I grab another bag of potatoes. Chris said, did you get the message? No, I ain't get it. I'm finna get up off of here with y'all, though. If y'all want me to come back, I'll come back when I come back from the store. But I got to get up off of here with y'all so I can go grab these mashed potatoes. Like, literally, the store is nowhere from me. So, it's nowhere from me. I ain't even got to jump up in no car to drive nowhere. Like, literally, it's walking distance. So, like, if y'all want me to come back, I'll come back. Let me know in the chat if y'all want me to come back and we can come back and chop it up or whatever. Probably look at some more videos if y'all want to. It don't matter. Like I say, this is my off day, and man, we could just be sitting over here chilling for real. If not, then I'll see y'all tomorrow. Hey, Blue, how you been doing, bro? I was just about to get up off of here. And I was going to come back. Let me see. Do you put the cheese on the corn? It won't be burnt. No, afterwards. You'll do it afterwards. What you do as far as with when I was talking about, like, when you put the butter on there, because the butter was going, it's going to put that little char. You're going to get that char from the grill either way it go. So once you put that little butter on there, and then once it's done, you really just put it on the grill just for it to get that little char or whatever. So once you get that char on there, then you take it off, you roll it back into some more butter, and then you put the Parmesan cheese on there. So the Parmesan cheese will stick to it. What's up, AAA? Looks like I missed you live. Yeah, it's all good. I'm trying to see if they want me to come back. I just need to run to the store real quick. I already been on here for over 3 hours, going on 4 hours now. Just because they spoiled over here. They is spoiled over here, Blue. Okay, I got you. See, he the only one said. He just came in, and he the only one just said, come back. Look at y'all. Oh, okay, there go Britt. She said it. Britt said, yeah, come back, man. I'll play more funny videos. Okay, I got you. So, because they close at 10 o'clock, so I'm just going to go ahead and then we're going to go on and I'm going to pull up some more videos. And I already know which one I'm going to pull up, y'all. Just got in, saw you live, and was like, yo, in that order, bro. First time I saw you were on. Yeah, I've been coming lately for the past few days. I've been coming on lately. I said I got to get on there a little bit more. I'm gonna start coming on here a little bit more. Oh yeah, and let me tell y'all before I go, shout out to all the new subscribers. We literally just got over 160 new subscribers in less than a week. It actually has been within a few days tops. Over 160 new subscribers, y'all. Shout out to everybody. Blue say already 10:21 here in Virginia. Oh, okay, yeah, it's now 21 here. That's why I'm about to go ahead and make this little run and everything, and we all good. Yes, y'all. So we coming on up. So right now, I think I'm over 370. Let me see. I'm at 374 now. So my goal for the next week or two is to get to that 400 mark. And from that 400 mark, of course, be rising to the top to that big old 500 mark. And then I can go ahead and try to get these memberships going up in here. And we going to the top on there. On up. Yes, indeed. Thank you. Thank y'all. I really appreciate it. I've been on it though, y'all. I be going into different sectors, meeting different people, so my only thing right now is just to continue to keep being transparent and to keep on, bringing the content and come on here a little bit more often than I was before. But let me go, because y'all finna have me talking more and more and more. Shoot. I'll be back, y'all. Y'all have y'all notifications on. Like, for real, I'll be back. Give me about 15 to 20 minutes, because I'm already dressed and I just got to walk out and go here to grab what I need to grab. Okay, I'll be right back, y'all. I like the true crime videos. I got you, Britt. I got you. I'm going to see if y'all come back up in here, so make sure y'all get y'all notifications on and make sure it's turned on all, so when I come, y'all will see, y'all will see exactly when I'm live. All right, I'll be right back, y'all. Okay, see y'all in a minute.